Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.
Also, you'd know immediately if there were signs of trauma. I've seen the photos of his body on the beach. But as Todd Terrell from United Cajun Navy stated, the body was face down, so I couldn't see the face, the neck, the arms, the hands for defensive wounds. I couldn't see if there were bruises to the torso. I couldn't see if the skull was fractured. None of that. I couldn't see if teeth were missing. But it seems to me if those exhibited, we would know there had been blunt force trauma, stabbing, shooting, manual or ligature asphyxiation. We would know that. But yet, we know nothing.
Hold on, bitch girl. Wait 1 second. I got to make an announcement. So, Bridget and Dez, the chief firefighter, they be in here. They are having a boy.
Oh!
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
They having a boy.
Congratulations!
That's the ones that said they met on here.
Congrats.
Yes, those are the ones.
Oh, that's that mafia, baby.
Yes,
Okay.
y'all. And I'm going to the wedding. I cannot wait. I'm excited. I'm going to the wedding, y'all. The wedding is a destination wedding, so I cannot wait to go to it. I'm invited to a couple of events from some of my supporters on here, so I'll be doing some videos and let y'all see a little bit. But yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait.
You're so sweet. Congratulations.
It is. Hold on. Okay, go ahead, babe, with the video. Go ahead.
Hey, that would rule out drowning or trauma. Are they waiting on toxicology? Is that what they're waiting on? And why would the body have been sent for an independent autopsy? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But what's going on, Dr. Kendall Crowns?
Okay, to start with, he was in the water for several days. I'm sure the water in that area is warm, so his body is going to be decomposing. He'll have skin slippage. He's going to have bloating from the decompositional gases and then purge fluid coming out of his mouth and other orifices. So then you also probably have post-mortem animal scavenging or marine aquatic life scavenging that can create marks on the body as well. So at autopsy, your question, wouldn't you be able to see the evidence of injury? Yes, you should still be able to see injuries, bruises, stab wounds, gunshot wounds, all that, even in decomposition, can still be seen, can still be determined. It doesn't sound like he's been consumed by aquatic life to the point that he's skeletonized in the front of his body. So my assumption is you would still be able to see injuries. Now, they have not given a definitive cause and manner of death yet, because to me that means there's no obvious signs of injuries or no obvious cause of death. Because drowning, yes, the lungs can swell and be heavy with fluid, but this can also happen with drug overdoses. So differentiating a drowning from a drug overdose is difficult.
No.
So you
Y'all heard
No.
Nancy. No.
N-O. Yes.
Well, I don't know how
It
many
would exhibit,
autopsies of
manifest
drownings
in
you've
the
done,
same-
but I've done a lot, so
Absolutely
continue,
zero. But
please.
I don't need to have my MD or be the lecturer at Burnett School of Medicine to know that if the lungs are full, and it could be drowning or fluid caused by an overdose, can't you get the fluid and test it?
So testing of the fluid from the lungs there's nothing to test for. What you're going to look for is the pulmonary edema or fluid in the lungs. You're going to try and differentiate a drug overdose from drowning with a toxicologic study, which is what they're doing, and that can take up to 6 to 8 weeks. Drowning is a diagnosis of exclusion because it can mimic so many other things, including a drug overdose. You want to rule those things out before you determine cause and manner of death. And that's probably what they're doing. They're making sure he didn't overdose before they make the decision that he drowned. Now, the second autopsy being done, That's just the family obviously has no confidence in the local medical examiner / coroner system, and they've sent it to an independent person to do a second autopsy. Not uncommon, especially in cases that are more high profile or there's some sort of dispute, and they send it to an independent person to do a second autopsy to see what they can find. And from my knowledge, the information on that still isn't out yet. So they're also probably trying to find out what the toxicologic studies are going to show before they make a decision. So right now, we're kind of pending on what drugs he has on board before they make a cause and manner of death statement.
Dr. Kendall Crowns, I understand, and I also understand your explanation regarding the potential drowning fluid in the lungs as opposed to or compared to the fluid in the lungs if there had been an overdose. If he's found right there, face down, it looked to me like in the surf, not out in the water floating, but up on the beach. So even if that was the least of it, the water still would have gone into his nose and mouth. If he were alive, he could have inhaled it or ingested it, even if a drug overdose was the true COD, which would require, I guess, what, Dr. Krause, a dual finding, drowning and OD. And I'll just state for the record, let it be noted in the record, that I have never performed an autopsy, but I'm glad you pointed that out. So what about the fluid in the lungs if there had been an OD? And by the way, there is no suggestion that drugs were used that day. None whatsoever. But that said, you're saying that there would be no difference in the fluid found in his lungs.
So with a drowning, you're going into heart failure at some point from the anoxia created or the lack of oxygen to the brain created by the drowning because there's no air and water. And that causes your body to shut down, which causes fluid to back up and causes pulmonary edema or swelling of the lungs. The same process happens in a drug overdose. But when you're drowning and you're inhaling that water, you get some water in your lungs as well, but you're also swallowing, gulping it, throwing back up, and then swallowing and gulping it again. So you'll have water in your stomach that you can look for in a drowning, not always. And sometimes you'll get water in an area in your sinus cavity called the sphenoid sinus as well. But the pulmonary edema created by drowning looks exactly like the pulmonary edema created by a drug overdose. So you can't really differentiate the two of those. And that's why the drug testing is so important. And yes, you are correct. If drugs come back on board, like let's just say fentanyl, it would be part 1 drowning, part 2 fentanyl toxicity, and then manner would be accident. So it's going to be a drowning no matter what. But is there going to be a toxicology component added on? And that's probably what they're working on as we speak.
So they want to make it seem like that boy had rugs in his system. That's what he kept getting at to me. I don't know. That's what I was interpreting.
Them folks full of shit, man.
Because he was kind of saying even if he did rugs, then it's going to still look like a drowning, I guess, in the autopsy, which is weird. Like, I don't know. So they still haven't come to an actual cause yet?
No, the second autopsy is undetermined. And I guess until they get the toxicology and everything back, they really can't come up with a final.
How long it take to get the toxicology? Jesus.
They said 6 to 8 weeks.
Oh my God, they could have put a rush on that.
I mean, I don't understand how toxicology still take that long in 2026, but okay.
Exactly. Something fishy. Something ain't right.
But you remember yesterday when I said that there ain't no way in hell that his body just decomposed that fast so they couldn't see no bruises? And didn't that man just say that? Didn't he just say it himself?
Yeah, he just said it, man. This ain't gonna go in the young kid that kid's favor, man. It ain't, unfortunately. I hope it do, but it ain't.
Yeah, I think they setting it up so that it, ultimately is going to be a drowning. Ultimately,
Too
it's
many
going to be.
what ifs and two buts and
Mm-hmm.
all this. Oh, it could be he was nine son. He was on drugs. Come on, man. Or possibly on drugs.
Trying to paint. That's the narrative that they're trying to paint now. So if he was on drugs, was the rest of them on drugs too?
Possibly.
Now, I did hear one of the boys that was cool with Nolan say that one of the boys or in the group that he was with allegedly did mess with,
Say that. I seen that too.
Oh,
They
so
said
Hell Kid, they
those
did find the
boys.
GPS. Oh, let me look that up real quick because I know I heard somebody say they couldn't find, or the GPS wasn't found or some shit like that. Let me see.
No, yesterday they said the GPS wasn't found. When Ben Crump was talking, he was like, so he said something about the GPS. They needed the GPS or it wasn't found or something like that.
And that's when I was telling you yesterday. If not mistaken, all boats, at least as far as the ocean goes, all boats have to have a GPS on them. It's a requirement.
Ain't they roped in with like the judges and all kinds and shit like that?
Hold on, wait.
Oh no,
ESPN just reportedly hands Tim Tebow a new multi-year deal after laying off Ryan Clark and Cam Newton.
that ain't surprising. They do it all the time. This
Got
ain't
it
the first
all.
time. Yeah, this ain't the
Right.
first time
Got
they
it
did.
all.
They did a few years back where they laid off the black analysts.
Got Ryan Clark on TV though.
Huh?
Him in the middle of a show.
Yeah, that's what we talked about yesterday. Yeah, they cut him off in the middle of the show. Yeah. Okay, so you guys sent me the video, and a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of y'all,
oh my bad.
sent this video to me. We're gonna play it.
Why was it internet? I turned it off, Keyfine. Why the fuck would you turn it off? I was in the middle of my game. I asked you several times to leave your sister alone and you keep bothering her. You need to learn how to listen. Turn the fucking internet back on. When you learn how to listen, then I'll turn the internet back on. Turn the fucking internet back on. Keyfine, first of all, I am on the toilet. You need to respect my privacy and leave my bathroom. You see this? I'm gonna knock you the fuck out with it if you don't turn the internet back on. Keyfine, I am on the toilet. Okay? Turn it back on right now. Leave my bathroom now. I'll turn it on when I get off. Ice cream good, baby? I'm waiting. Every time I get black, I'm gonna turn this fucking house up. Watch me, bitch.
God.
Mom! You sound like one of them white kids.
Those type of parents are no better
And they'll say, "Oh, that
because
baby
that's
autistic." They'll say the baby is
no.
autistic, and you can't do nothing with the baby. Oh, you can't do you can't beat those kind of kids because they autistic. They got problems.
That's not
Oh
autism. That mother is exploiting her child, rage bait. That's what that is. That's rage bait. That is a parent that's using her child to gain momentum on this app, and it's basically exploitation. Like that's rage bait.
That's
Like
what
that's
it looked like. He didn't even sound right.
What?
Hey,
No,
all that shit
he's
was scripted. Y'all
saying
gotta go
it
look at
looked
the
like
bottom
a
of their
skit.
page.
Like his
yeah,
mama
that's
had him
scripted.
do that
That's what I'm saying.
so
It's
she
scripted.
can
It's
Yeah.
rage
gain.
bait.
Yeah, cause he didn't even look right. He didn't look like
So
he's been
Get out.
doing nothing like that.
even if it is rage bait, Like, why would you have your kid do that shit for a clip for the internet to make money?
Because people
Now,
Exactly.
if you
want
start
clout.
cussing
People
your
don't
ass out
care.
like that in real life, you can't say shit. We
People
just
don't
talked
care
about what the
about
girl.
nothing no more. They just want some money
Oh,
and some fame. That's it.
Because
what's the girl that just did that with her daughter? When her daughter was acting like her.
Kaylee G. Yep, that's the same shit.
Also, wait,
Exploitation of these children.
wait. So nobody touched Kaylee G's daughter?
I'm not saying that that
No,
wasn't
no, I'm talking about
true.
initially. I'm talking about before all that diamond. She was doing videos of her daughter acting like her, and she was doing the
Talking
same
about,
thing,
yeah.
cussing and all the other stuff, telling
Hmm.
stories and all the other stuff.
Hmm.
I just don't understand because it's like if you were to see that type of child in real life and 4K out and about, you'll say, "Oh, that parent is not a good parent" and all those good things. But you get on TikTok and talk about it's a skit. That's not a good skit to put out there of your child. That's not a good thing. People are being
But
recognized out in public by people that be on TikTok. So now when that lady go out and about with her son, they might come up to her and give her all types of nasty words because what you have put out here on this internet about your child.
you see what folks do now just to make some money. They'll do any fucking thing.
But
I guess I guess I guess
let's
the
just say the
bills
video
is
real.
piling up. The bills must be piling up if y'all got the kids out here trying to get a check. What's
It's,
going on?
it's
Let's just say the video real. I'll drop kick the shit out of that little fat chubby motherfucker. There ain't no
Hey, Key,
goddamn way
let
in
me,
hell you
hey,
finna talk to me
hey,
like that.
Key, let me let some of that air out your motherfucking head so we can make some money.
Oh, Lamar was dropped. Oh shit. Sorry, Lamar. So y'all really quick.
Said
Listen.
let what out?
Hold on 1 second. Hear me out. There are some parents that do deal with that type of stuff in real life, right? But those are the type of children that will use the system against you. Me personally, once the system gets involved, CPS, whatever you want to call them, they're gonna have to take them with him, because
I was just thinking that, Diamond. Well,
I
you
got
want to get them involved? Take them.
Say,
in
what's the
order for
return
me.
policy? Is it a return policy on
They're
the
going in order
children?
for me, in order for me to keep my sanity, I'm gonna have to give up my rights and give you to the people. Because if I don't, I'm going to jail.
Yeah, we need a return policy. I need to read. I
um
need to read the terms and conditions because
it's
that one got to go back.
it's this newfound, well, I don't know if it's new, but it's this term. It just became, I guess, like trending the last few years. It's called ODD, oppositional defiance disorder. I have a little cousin that was diagnosed with it. Like no matter if he gets a whooping, if he gets punished or not, he still acts like he don't got no good common sense. I think a lot of parents are using that as a gateway to let the kids off of the hook. Like, I don't think, I feel like a lot of these diagnoses have always been around, but now that people see it on TikTok and it's trending, people are using it as a scapegoat in a way. I think a lot of parents are using it as a scapegoat in a way because I had never heard of ODD until like a couple of years back. And now everybody has a touch of tism, so is yeah.
I don't have a touch of some tism. Whoop your ass tism.
No,
Because
for
you ain't gonna be
real.
talking to me like that. I'm fucking you up every day,
No, for
every
real.
fucking day. I
I
don't give
just
a fuck. You can call the people. Call them motherfuckers. I'll take the charge.
What Medea
my
said, I
grandma
hit my daughter
Motherfucker
so
finna
hard she
my
dialed
grandma
cussing me
999.
out.
no, like, but what I'm saying, like, I do get that there are true diagnoses out here that some kids have, but not all children should be put on medication just because you don't want to actively deal with your child.
When I knew,
Medication
when
is
I
belt to
seen, listen,
ass.
when I seen that video, I knew that a man wasn't around. Immediately, I knew a man wasn't around. Ain't no way.
No, ain't no way.
You're right, because it would have been some structure.
I'm kicking you in your throat. Off rip. Sorry.
Some children, all their daddy got, or parent got to do is get them a look, and they straighten up.
Oh, okay, Rashi, let me bring you up, Rashi.
Yeah, because you can't parent each kid the same, and not all children require discipline, like poppings. Some kids, like you said, Rich Girl, you just got to give them a look, but that's where the parent comes in. Like my grandma always said, foundation is key. If a child don't learn it where they need it, then they'll never learn it. So foundation is key.
I was the look kid. Like my mom, I was the look kid, and I saw my sisters get in trouble, kid.
Me too.
So I didn't want to get in trouble, so it wasn't no need for me to get my ass whooped for shit that I saw them do. So I was like, all right, I'm just not gonna do that. But my older sister, her whole mentality was, well, she can't kill me or unalive me. She can't unalive me. So she was gonna do whatever she wanted to do.
My God.
That was
I was one of them kids, like, you please don't take my phone or something else away. Just give me the whooping.
I got a whooping.
Once my mom started taking those Reeboks, because my sister had all the color Reeboks, you know them classics. She had all the colors. My mom repoed those things, baby. She straightened right on up.
Oh, we got whoopings. My grandma didn't play that.
That would have got me straightened up too, because I don't play by my Reebok.
I heard some British Nikes. Oh, baby.
I really didn't get whoopings. I got a question. In y'all household, did the dad give the whoopings or the mom or both? Because in my household, my dad didn't whoop us. Like when I did, the very few times I did get a whooping, it was my mama. My daddy, he ain't never whoop us. My daddy, all he had to do was look at me. I'll be like, oh, okay, let me straighten up.
My grandpa, all he had to say was, all right now, let's see grandma. Like his voice was enough. My grandma handed out the discipline. My grandma, my papa didn't really whoop us.
You got some parents, especially me. You got some men, they ain't got to touch the kids. They just look at them. They ain't got to touch the kids.
Yeah, that was my daddy. All he just looked at me. I straightened up.
But I will say this. I would hold on. Let me play this video right here. Shit.
Shut your mouth. I'm talking to your mother. I'm talking to your mother. Shut your mouth, little girl. I'm not talking to you. Your mother asked me a question. Learn your place as a child. Learn your place. You're a child. Oh, because you're 18. Because you're 18, you think you're a legal adult. Well, I tell you what, little girl. It's funny though, right? But you need to come back here, right? But you had to come back here. Right, your mother asked me a question. I'm talking to your mother. Shut your mouth when I'm talking to your mother.
I can explain to my mom. I can explain to my mom.
Shut your mouth.
I can explain to my mom what happened.
I'm talking to your mother.
I can explain to my mom what happened.
I'm talking to your mother. Shut your mouth, little girl. I'm not talking to you. Your mother asked me a question. Learn your place as a child. Learn your place. You're a child.
I'm a legally adult.
Oh, because you're 18. Because you're 18, you think you're a legal adult. Well, I tell you what, little girl. It's funny though, right? But you need to come back here, right? But you had to come back here. Right, your mother asked me a question. I'm talking to your mother. Shut your mouth when I'm talking to your mother.
I can explain to
Is he taking the door off the hinges? Yeah.
That's the dad or the stepdad?
The man was taking the door off the hinges.
I think that's
now, I don't know what that was for.
I don't agree with taking the door off the hinges now, but her being quiet when he talking to her mama, I kind of do. That's between them.
Yeah,
but taking the door off the hinges, that's
why. No, that's why she was talking to her mama too. That's why. It wasn't that he was talking to her mama and she got in the middle of it. That's why, because the door. All of this happened because of that situation with the door.
Yeah, I need more detail.
Wait, so the door and that was connected? The door and that was connected? I thought the door was separate.
Yeah, I'm gonna need more details too.
I thought that's the same dude in that video. That's the same dude in the video.
I think the door and that guy is separate.
The reason why I say I need more details is because did the mama and him have a conversation about taking the door off the hinges? Not that I agree with it, but like, was there a conversation had? What led up to the door being taken off the hinges? And also, you know, y'all say I hear a lot of men on this app say, oh, men need to be in the house, men need to be in the house. Yeah.
I want to downplay the fact that her mama had to stop that nigga from going up the steps. Are we not paying attention to that part? Hold on, we're not paying attention to the fact that she was holding him back. What was the need of you holding him back? And
Honestly,
the fact
I
that she
think
was
if he
so
really
calm in
wanted
that
to get up
situation,
there,
I'm
he could have
sorry.
pushed past the mama.
I mean, that's true.
If he really wanted to get up there,
it ain't about if he wanted to. It's about that he tried to.
guy. He was a big guy. If he wanted to get up those steps, he could have got up those steps.
Yeah, I don't think he
So
was
it's
trying
not
to
about the
attack the
point
girl.
of
I
him.
think he was just trying to tell
It
her to
doesn't
shut up.
matter. Well, y'all would let motherfuckers do anything to y'all kids. I know you.
I don't got no motherfucking kids.
no, I wouldn't let nobody do
And ain't nobody
anything to
doing
my
nothing to my
kids.
Madison.
Go ahead, Kashi. Go ahead.
You is not as a grown
okay, so I
motherfucker
just
gonna
want to share.
charge my child. You a grown man charging my child? No.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Kashi. Hold on, y'all.
So yeah, I just wanted to share with everybody. Good morning, panel. Yeah, the second video was a little convoluted, but the first video is there are parents who deal with that type of child every single day. There are parents. I run two TFC homes in Maryland, two therapeutic foster homes in Maryland. We deal with that type of child almost every single day of the year. And there's only one solution for that. We have parents who give up their children and voluntarily put their children in foster care because of that type of behavior. Horrifically, it's a massive amount. It's a big problem. And the hospitals are overwhelmed with parents who are in good home, children in good homes, no problems at all, a lot of support, and their children are wilding out over just because the parents set a boundary and remove the electronics or turn off the Wi-Fi, and the children are so addicted to it in a lot of these homes that they just wild out. What we consider normal children. So it's an epidemic. It's a solid epidemic that's going on. I just wanted to share that with y'all, but it happens every single day, and there's only one solution. I'm gonna tell you something. Society only allows one solution nowadays for children like this. They only allow medication management. They do not allow you to put your hands on these children. They do not allow you to talk
I don't care, Kashi. I'm fucking them up. I'll take the charge.
I know. You will go to jail, but I'm telling you, and I'm gonna tell you something else. One last thing, you all. In my homes, we do remove all the doors. You cannot get dressed and undressed in your bedrooms. You have to get dressed and undressed in your bathrooms because we have to have the protection of the cameras throughout the entire home because of the allegations that can come from it, just the interactions, and just because people are so, oh, what did you do? What you should have did this, you should have did that, and we have to have the proof of the camera. So I just wanted to share that with y'all.
I will not be out bitched in my house. I'm the bitch. I will not be out bitched. Period.
You'd be one of the ones giving up your children because you wouldn't want to keep going to jail.
Go. They can go. Bye.
Yeah,
y'all not about to ruin my life.
Just like Diamond said, like there are children out here that know how the system works and they'll weaponize that against parents. So what can you do once that happens?
I'll weaponize it against them. Oh, you want to call them? Tell them come get you. And matter of fact, I'll help you pack a bag if you want me to.
Let me tell you the trick bag that you in once you give them up. And people don't realize this either. The damn state will come back and charge you with child support for your own child.
Okay, so y'all paying child support or what? I pay it. Shit, I don't give a fuck.
It's all the.
I would pay it if it's keeping somebody from going to jail. I would pay it. Because if they in your house and they just will not do right no matter what you try, you done try. Okay, I'll just come do visits and pay child support. And yeah, we can do it that way.
People A lot of people do pay it, but the state pays an astronomical amount of money. Because the first thing we do once we report these type of behaviors in our home, we because the hospitals won't initially keep them, because once they calm down at the hospital, then they're not going to be admitted for psych. But what happens is the first line of defense is the state's going to put a 1-to-1 with that child, and that's a 24-hour 1-to-1 where that 1-to-1 has to come in the home and sit with them and go everywhere with them. So yeah, it's layers to this. I'm telling you.
I know what you're talking about.
I don't want somebody else in my house. They got to go. So that child can go to the group home. They go to the home. No,
I know.
got to go to the home.
I know
Why
what you're
does
talking about.
somebody just say give them to
because-
their daddy?
I know what you're talking about, Kasha, because the foster system it's different levels to it. Like you were saying, therapeutic foster homes. Like I have experience with that. Sometimes they'll send a child with a family. Sometimes it'll be a single mom, or they have respite. So there are different things that you can do with your child if the child is acting up inside of your home. But like Kashi said, once the system get involved, it's a downhill slope for real.
Why did somebody
the only
say?
slope I need is what's the next court date so I can relinquish my motherfucking parental rights. I don't want this one. I'm giving them back. I don't want them.
Why did somebody say give them to their daddy like the dads are never in the home? Why would you say that? There's situations where the father is in the home, but maybe daddy don't want to go to jail either. So we're gonna have to have family visit days. Like,
Yeah, it happens. It happens. I'm telling you.
And then they do have behavior health for adolescents, but COVID caused a lot of those to be shut down. So really, it's not a lot of resources like that out there for adolescents or teenagers that's going through, behavior problems. So it's really not a lot of resources out here for these kids that's going through things like that. I do think that a lot of these teenagers do need therapy as well as adults. The parents need.
And let me share with you the trick bag of therapy.
Then pay the money to come back, Corey, so you can speak.
Let me tell you the trick bag of therapy. The problem is a child like that, the child has to voluntarily participate. If you don't have voluntary participation, you can't force a child to do nothing.
Corey said real dads ain't scared to go to jail.
Most parents, when it comes to our children, that jail shit, we don't give a fuck.
So, Kasha, quick question. So, is it like a common denominator in the families that come in as to the reason possibly why the kids are acting like that?
Most of the time, when it's a behavioral issue and not a psychological or neurological issue or intellectual issue, when it's behavioral, then it's the common denominator. They just not get when you give those children what they want, they're the sweetest children in the world.
And
nobody can keep up that you can't keep that up. Nobody can give a child what they want at all times. And when those children, like somebody said, oppositional defiant, there's all kinds of terms for it now, but they can't specify the term until you get a full neurological battery. But anyway.
And the world ain't gonna get that child what they want. So what they gonna do when they get in society and somebody tell them no, or they don't get something that they want?
Exactly, it's true.
I do believe in spanking kids, but like I said before, you can't discipline every kid the same way. And also, if you see spankings is not working, what other route do you take to get your child?
The streets.
Streets. You keep just want to put the kids outside.
I'm gonna tell you.
Let me ask. Okay, so I'm gonna ask everybody in here, right? One by one. Keith, I know you don't have kids, but I'm gonna ask you anyway. If your child were to call you a bitch, what would you do?
I'm doing what my mama did. My sister called my mama a bitch. My mom pushed the table out the way. It was like, oh, so you grown now. You want to fight. You want to box. And my mom tore my sister up. We had to pull my mama off my sister. So I'm fucking my child up at every given chance. Because you can try that shit out in the street.
What if it's a
But
girl,
don't bring
Keith?
that shit in my house. I'm fucking you up.
You gonna beat up my daughter?
Man, woman, child, 2 to 82, bitch. You're not about to call me no bitch. I'm fucking you up.
Hey,
I
Nisha,
Give a
babe.
fuck
Yo,
about you being no goddamn girl.
I ain't
yo,
gonna
yo,
hold you.
Wait
I
one second.
You
ain't gonna
my
hold you.
child.
I ain't gonna hold you.
parents,
I'm with Keith.
Okay, so no. Nicole,
parents.
wait. I gotta ask the question. No. Dab, what would you do if your child called you a bitch? Dab, you on mute. Dab, you on mute. Okay,
I
we're
think
gonna
she
change.
doing something.
Okay, rich girl, what would you do if your child called you a bitch?
I don't know.
I,
I don't know. Just thinking of me being a parent, I don't know. Cause I don't have no kids right now. So I don't
Keith
know
don't
how I
have
would
any.
feel.
Keith don't have any either. Okay. Big, what would you do if your child
Shut
called
up,
you?
Pickle Rick.
So it's this character on Mortal Kombat. His name is Liu Kang. He does what is called a shadow kick. He teleports from one side of the thing to the other and kick the shit out of him. That's what the fuck I'm gonna do, Diamond. You ain't
I
for
think I'm gonna
calling.
be one of them parents that I'm gonna tell your dad, like, I'm gonna get your dad to handle it. That maybe I'm wrong for that, but in my household, I feel like my kids probably ain't gonna take me serious.
And I'm the dad that's coming home to fuck them up.
I'm
I'm
probably
not
gonna be
doing
like, I'm
that.
finna go tell your daddy.
All right, Nicole, what would you do?
My reflexes will probably take over, and I know for a fact I'm gonna pop her ass in the mouth. Cause who you talking to? Who you talking to? Go sit your ass down somewhere. Who a bitch?
Kashi,
Yeah.
what would you do? Kashi, honey, you're on mute, babe. What would you do if your child called you a bitch?
Knowing what I know now, I would have to do. My answer would be different before I got into this business. But I'm knowing what I know now. I would have to shut my entire world down, and my child's world would have to change immediately. It would have to do what they call an intervention, and everything would have to stop as that child knows it, and we would have to do a reset.
Okay. P baby, honey, you're on mute, baby. What would you do if your child called you a bitch?
Before or after she wake up?
Period.
It's gonna
Okay?
be after she wake up, we gonna have a conversation. But before she wake up, she gonna be put to sleep. I don't play those games. My son is 16 years old and he tried it one good time. One good time, and I went on in the room and got my Vaseline. We gonna get there. And then he was like, "Ma, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it." Yes, you did.
Swift dog, what would you do if your child called you a bitch?
While I'm jacking her up. But far as hitting her, my daughter, nah, cause I ain't never hit her in a lifetime. But I jack up. It's gonna be some changes. But as far as hitting her, nah, I couldn't do it.
And
You
Diamond,
can't.
I'm a,
Okay,
I'm gonna be.
so you jack her up, but you can't hit her.
Right, I jack up,
I don't know if you asked
put against
everybody.
the wall, something, let her know, this ain't the way it work. And if she's up age 16, 17, I'm just putting her out. So that's kind of depends on her age.
Okay. Well, y'all asking me what I do. Hold on, wait. Speaks, baby. What would you do, babe, if your child called you a bitch?
Okay, so it's kind of a general question, Diamond. Hey, everybody, because how old is this child? So that's what I'm.
So age, does age matter?
I think
Yeah,
so.
it does. It does.
Yes, because if a 2-year-old says it, that's a toddler. Obviously, a 2-year-old has heard it from somewhere. It's not like they born knowing to curse people. So, I do think it matters, Diamond. I see your face.
I
But
mean,
anyway,
but speak, but
Exactly.
okay, but hear me out.
2 to 82. 2 to 82. Hell no. 2 to 82.
here's my thing.
Come on, Keith. You're not gonna drop kick a
You don't
baby
hit no
across the room.
2-year-old. Come on.
Baby,
So
listen,
here's my
listen.
thing.
My nieces and nephews knew I was not the one to fucking play with. I'ma beat your ass.
But
I'm
I
talking
think
about a baby in a diaper, still drinking out of a
Keep
bottle.
But I don't think we're talking about a toddler. Like I think we
Okay, I
already
know.
wouldn't hit
Right.
come on. Like
Okay,
I
so
think we're
we're
talking about
talking about a
adolescent.
child.
And see, that's the thing, because my daughter old enough, I'm putting her out. She got to find
Who's
herself.
not talking about a toddler? Who's not talking about a toddler?
Oh, Keith,
Be about to
Lord have
be two
mercy.
kids. I'm not gonna drop
Your
kick my
baby,
child.
listen, but your baby at 2 years old can't say the word bitch.
Hey, I mean, keep is an
The
abuser.
baby is a toddler.
The baby heard it from you,
Call me what you want to
probably.
call me. What you won't call me is a bitch.
Okay, so let's just say
That's a good one,
let's just say,
Keith. That's a good one.
okay, so let's just say for the ages 10 and up. 10 and up.
Okay, so
Checking
10
her,
up.
throat checking.
I hope y'all can hear me. Okay, so I'm similar to Swift Dog. You know, I'm not laying hands on my kids. I'm just not, and neither is my husband. So it's more of a grab you by the collar type of moment. You know, jack you up. And I'm just gonna have to control my emotions. I'm not gonna just fly off the handle because my question is, what happens after y'all beat them up? Then what? What you gonna do? So your child on the ground, bleeding, bruised. What's the next step?
Antiseptic and band-aids. That's the next move.
I'm gonna ask
Yeah,
my child one
I'm
question.
not hitting my child.
I'm gonna ask my child one question. Now, what did we learn? What did we learn?
Yeah, I'm just not hitting my daughter. I mean, that right there, I would never go that far of hit my daughter. No, I don't even hit women. Period. But for us, my daughter, I definitely ain't finna hit her.
Well, I'm a boy mom, and sometimes you got to get them in the throat. I don't care. One day you will be bigger than me, you will be stronger than me, but if you respect me while you're young, you won't do it when you get old.
Yeah, son. I mean, I think that's a totally different situation between your son and your daughter. Totally different situation. I don't have no sons. I have daughters. So.
Well, again, I just want to tell anybody who parents. Let me tell you something. Our biggest success rate is with children when it's behavioral. Now, our biggest success rate is to children who come in and we give them extreme structure. Children who are in these homes where their parents are trying to be their best friend and giving them all kinds of passes on everything. If your best success rate, parents, is structure and structure early, it's strict structure. Yeah, all that Christian kubi looby dooby. It ain't. I'm telling you, your success rate is early, because when you try to wait until these children are 10, 11, 12, 13, and then all of a sudden implement structure, you can forget it in this today's society. That's my best advice for you.
I agree with that.
You know something? You're exactly right, because
Amen.
my daughter don't have never disrespect me. She worship the ground I walk on. I never have a problem out of her.
Exactly. So it starts when you two. When they two and they come out their mouth or they do something they're not supposed to do, you let them know that that's not supposed to be done. If my 2-year-old bite me, I'm gonna bite her back. And
Yes, immediately.
Absolutely. My baby will be 2 in September. And one thing I'm doing is watching my mouth around her, because she's at a parakeet stage right now. She's starting to repeat some stuff. So yeah, it starts at home. So yeah, I've been watching the word
Parakeet.
Yeah, she's at an age where she repeats things back. So if I say bitch, I know for a fact she gonna say it. If I say shit, so yeah.
And they need
A
to.
parakeet and a parrot is the same thing.
What same difference? Y'all know what I'm saying.
I'm just asking.
Oh, have mercy. We not finna get stuck on Animal Channel.
Same difference. Parents sit there and say what you say. So like she said, same difference. Shit.
When you say you can't do it all the time with your heart, it's got to be with your mind, because I'm telling you, your child has to believe. The biggest thing is your child has to believe. When you say no, or when you say this is going to be the consequence, they need to believe it. They need to believe if mommy said it or daddy said it, it's going to happen. Not, oh, they're going to just let it go. Oh, they're going to give me another chance. You in danger land when they think like that.
Right. You got to be consistent. You definitely got to be consistent. Like, I've been called a bit before by a sixth grade student. Obviously, I can't put my hands on her. She's my student. So, that's why I said the word bitch is not that triggering when it comes to, like, if they're calling you a name.
Ooh, I'm glad being a teacher was not my calling. Woo!
JLQ. Right now.
But y'all do have to realize though,
But that
some
mom was
kids,
still alive.
and I was one of them. It didn't matter what you do, whoopings, punishment, whatever. It doesn't matter what you do. They just was gonna do what they wanted to do. It is some kids out there like that.
You be at St. Christopher's house. Uh-huh. Gotta go. Can't be here. Can't be here.
Keith, I was the only child by my mama. What you should take some toys from me? Shit, I play in my head all the time by myself. That shit don't mean nothing.
You had imaginary friends, cute.
Right. I was the only child. God damn it, that shit taking what?
Diamond, you ain't said your answer, did you? Is she on the phone or something?
I think
And
she's
it's
on the
amazing.
phone.
She on the phone. She on the phone.
She on the
Oh,
phone.
okay.
Oh, Dad,
These kids,
Dad is back. Dad
Damn,
didn't
I
say
you
think,
her
didn't even
answer.
give your answer because you were doing something, Dad. She had
yeah,
asked you
what's
what
the
you was
answer?
doing. Something.
You said what?
The
She was
question
asking
was,
you,
what would you
but
do if
you
your,
was busy.
yeah, the question was
Oh,
that,
Lord. Now she'll take
what would you
control.
do if your child called you the B word?
Actually, I don't know because they have never done it. Now, as an adult age, do he say some shit that's disrespectful? Yeah. Has he ever called me a bitch? No. So I don't know. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't know what I would do.
Well, really, it is
I
all
respect that. I
hypothetical because
respect
I'm just
that.
saying my kids have never done it either. So I don't know. I can just go by that student example. But yeah, they've never done it. Nieces, nephews, never.
That video, what she did, I seen that video. I said, baby, if that was my mama, it would have been a memorial picture at the end of that video.
What you say, I shall wear a crown, would have been playing in the background because my grandma would have snatched my tongue out my mouth
In
and
the
wrapped it around my throat.
eyes of an angel.
Take me to the king.
Yes.
Right,
I
you would have
don't
seen
have
you would have seen a
nothing in
picture of me with a
my
motherfucking memorial with the A. I would have had the golden gate with the wings at the end of that video. Like, this is
No,
what
for
Oh,
real.
happens. The
yeah,
fuck?
yeah. Because when we was coming up, we wouldn't have thought of doing no shit like that. Cause boy, we'd have been laying on the floor or somewhere in the hospital somewhere.
I think because,
I tell my children all the time. I unalived 3 times in my younger years by my mama. Don't play with me. Play with God.
my grandma hit me so hard one time. I saw all them stars. I saw Patti LaBelle, Aretha Franklin, Little Richard. My grandma did not play. My grandma, if she couldn't reach you, she would throw shit at you. My grandma threw, y'all know the Blue Magic grease straws? My grandma threw that shit across the room.
That hurt.
I think we also had we
I
did
already told
respect our
y'all
parents. We respected
we
our
feared
parents,
them.
but we
Y'all better
also,
stop playing. We didn't respect them.
I
We
was
feared
about
the
to,
fuck out of them.
I was about to say that though, Dad. Like we did respect our parents, but we low key feared them a little bit as well because of what they could do to us. So we did have a little bit of fear. Yeah.
I sure had
I
a little bit
believe
of
I
fear in
was
my
scared.
I
mama.
feel like we had more fear than we had respect. This is my opinion. I think we had more fear than we had respect. Because all the shit that we say we wouldn't do around our parents, we still did it. If you got the respect all the way, like Dominic said many times, you wouldn't do it at all. But we still
Well,
did that shit. That's
I
why I feel like we
respected my
feared them
mama.
more than we respect them.
I
Okay,
respected my
well,
mama because I
And,
didn't do
and
that.
see, and see,
And I even
then
went
back then,
around them.
Dad,
I still
we
did what I was
Um,
supposed to do.
back Back then, Dad, we go to the school with whips on us from switches and shit. Wouldn't that say it? Now you go to with a bruise on you, they call defects. Back then, they ain't call shit. They just look at you like, well, you got your ass whooped last night. That was it.
Well, we're mandatory recorders, but I'm like rich girl. I respected my parents, so I was more afraid of them being disappointed in me, or hurting their feelings. I was never afraid that they would hit me because they never did.
Right. Now I did get some whippings, but it wasn't really like I didn't get whooped a lot. Like it was very rare.
Well, when
but the main person I didn't want to disappoint was my dad, so I did what I was supposed to do.
Yeah, there was switches. I figured them damn switches hurt, boy. When you hit your
We always
your
had
leg.
we always had a switch bush in the back of our house. Always, my grandma used to make us go pick our own switches.
Pick your own switch.
My grandma used to take 2 switches. My grandma would take 2 switches and braid them together and put a rubber band at the end of them, and she had those
Not
bendy
a rubber
switches.
band.
I mean, like, I'll be honest. The way I tell stories about getting whooping, somebody might think it was abusive, but I ain't gonna hold you. If I'm grateful for that discipline because I'd probably be worse off than I was.
I think everybody got whooped with a switch. Y'all ever they tell you to go get a switch and they be like, if you come back with a little tiny one, I'm gonna go.
That's what I'm about to say, rich girl. That's definitely abuse. You picking your own demise. That's abuse like a motherfucker. Now we ain't for the bullshit with that.
That is not abuse.
No, you gotta go pick your own demise.
Getting popped is not abuse. Getting hit with a motherfucking tree is abuse. Because regardless of how you want to say it, it's still a motherfucking tree. Now, granted, I got those whoopings too. I got those whoopings too, but that's still abuse.
When they told me to go pick my own switch, I cried all the way to picking the switch up and cried all the way back to giving it to her. I know I'm finna get my ass.
I don't think getting popped with a switch is abuse, but I feel like I know people that got whooped with extension cords and stuff like. Now that is abuse to me. Why extension cords or belt buckle? Like, yeah, that's abuse.
I had a friend go to jail because she sent her daughter to school in the morning after she beat her with a belt buckle. Yeah.
I have switches in New York.
I was gonna say, Nicole, you from the South.
Where they gonna get it? Where they gonna get it from, Nicole? Where they gonna get it from?
Climb up the tree and get a switch. No, we don't have none of that in New York City.
Hey, Pete, she forgot that's the concrete jungle, huh?
Dad, we don't even have grass. Like, what are you talking about?
Exactly. That's what I said. Where they gonna get it from?
Yeah, they ain't even got grass. It's more or less talking about a damn tree.
Oh no, I'm from North Carolina, baby. There's trees all around this bitch. I don't know.
And I'm from Georgia, so you know. Deep South.
No, my grandmother's Dominican. Now we got hit with chancletas. We got hit with my grandmother threw irons at people. She didn't care about nothing. But my mom, she was different. My mom was like, I don't want you to fear me. I want you to respect me. And if you can't respect me, that you gonna get whooped. But you gonna respect me, not be scared of me. She ain't want none of us to be scared. She said you do crazy things when you scared. When you respect them, you think about the things you're doing towards me. I got a 23-year-old son, and I got a 23-year-old son, and he still will not curse in front of me because I never allowed it. So he don't do none of that stuff. So,
I don't either.
And that's exactly what I just said, Pete. I was raised by my daddy, and I never got in trouble for doing shit that I knew I wasn't supposed to do. But the most times I ever got a whooping by my daddy was me and my sister fighting. I got 2 whoopings by my daddy, and that was because me and my sister was fighting. Other than that, no, I didn't even, because I already knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all said, I had older siblings, so I seen what they did. I'm like, yeah, I ain't doing that shit.
That's the thing. I have never, up to this day, P baby, I have never heard my daughter say a cuss word around me. I'm sure she probably do it when she get out with her friends, but around me, I've never heard her say a cuss word up to this point. And she's 22.
I'm 49 years old, and I don't cuss in front of my mama. Like, I don't drink, I don't do none of that stuff in front of my mama because I respect my mammy. I don't do none of that. But my little sister, she's a demon. She didn't care about nothing or nobody. and she was Satan's spawn, so she got whoopings all the time. My
I have,
mama said after 8, if you got to get a whooping, you special.
I have a question. Do y'all think the discipline that y'all got as kids affected y'all in a negative way or a positive way? Do y'all think y'all would have turned out a way worse if it wasn't for the discipline that was instilled in you early?
I think I've turned out pretty great for the discipline I got. I did get some whoopings. I didn't get whooped like that, but I did get some whoopings, and I had my daddy in the house, which brought structure. So, and my mom didn't play either. So I don't know. I think I would have turned out a little different if I didn't have that. And my parents cared what I did. They didn't play that you out late. I had to be in the house at a certain time. I couldn't go to a bunch of parties like that. Every now and then they'll let me go to something. Like, they wasn't strict with the reins. It was like they had just the right amount of strictness, but not to the point where some people, like, they can't do nothing. So when they get out there, they just go wild because they don't know what to do with freedom. Yeah, I think I would have turned out different if my parents didn't discipline me the way they did.
Well, see, there's a difference between discipline and punishment, so you need to define discipline. But Donna, let's hear your answer, please.
Oh, my kid, hitting up, I'm on their ass. Yeah, they call CPS on me. I'm giving my customer rights up. Yeah, I'm not doing this shit with you because what we don't teach our children is respect and manners. We do everything else, right? But we don't teach them to respect people and respect us. And, you know, that's where we fuck up at as parents. Like, we allow the kids to some of them are, see, I'm not my kids' friends. I will never be their friends. I don't give a fuck what people say. I will never be their kids' friends. I'm going to always be their mother. And you come to me, you already know you're going to get a, you know, I'm speaking from a mother's standpoint. I don't know how to be my children's friend. I am not trying to learn how to be my children's friend. Can my kids come talk to me? Yes, they come talk to me about everything. My son, he said, yeah, they come talk to me about everything, but I don't have to be your friend for you to come talk to me. Do I let my kids live their life now that they're grown? Yes. The disrespect, I can't do it. Cause I'm either I'm gonna fuck you up or you're gonna fuck me up. It's either way it go. So I can't do it. I gotta protect, you know, my peace. I gotta, yeah, if you're not respecting me, I done brought you in this world. I'm busting my ass and taking care of you, keeping a roof over your head, and this and that and the third. And the least, you know, the least I'm asking for is respect. That's free. That's it. So it's like, yeah, I would be, yeah, I'm different. I was raised different. No matter what I go through with my parents and how I was treated and what was done to me, I ain't never called no B. I go on about my business and you stay on your side of the fence and I stay on mine. But I ain't never called them a B. So,
man, my lips will beat me to the hospital. I call my mama a B.
Yeah.
My mama heard you talking about her even when you wasn't in the same room. I know you in there talking about me. Shut up. I brought you in this world, I'll take you out. I don't even whisper to my Mary.
That was my mama's favorite saying, Pete, and I believe that shit. So again, my mama with me one time.
So yeah, so it's we gotta teach our children manners and respect. A lot of people don't even teach their children to say thank you, please. You know, when you ask for something, what do you say? Please, can I have, you know, or thank you? Like, they don't even teach manners. They don't even
Johnny, you know what I realized? Some people don't even like to be called ma'am. Like, that's been so instilled into me.
There you
ma'am,
go.
sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
but
sir.
some people
Yes,
don't.
yes,
I can't help it. And so some people, they don't even like being called that. So
yeah. That's crazy to me. That's
That's
crazy to
huge.
me.
No, that's huge in Philly. Like, I was raised that calling somebody ma'am was disrespect.
I think it's a Southern thing. That's what I'm saying.
It
Like, in the
is
South, like, that is so
It is
instilled in me. I can't change it. like I'm just gonna automatically say no, sir, yes, ma'am. If you older than
in
me,
that video. That's what I feel. In that video, that's why I'm gonna say, Rich Girl, it's a Southern thing. But in that video, when you listen to her talking to that,
it's a Southern thing, but it's all to me. If someone say yes, sir, or no, sir, they think that that's a form of kissing ass or some shit like that right there. No, it's respect and having manners. Like people don't do that. Don't do that.
But in that video, when you heard the mom talking to the son, she was talking to the son like she living with a roommate. Like when that boy came in, when she left the bathroom and came into that kitchen, he was like, "Ma, you still ain't turned on the fucking on the internet?" And she was like, "I did it 5 minutes ago." That's not a roommate. That's a little boy. You ain't got no explaining nothing. You ain't got no. Why you explain something to a little boy? She was talking to him like a roommate. There's no discipline in that house. Cause that little boy I would have snatched him right off his feet and had him pinned to that wall and be like, "Listen here, you want to play with me? You going right to military school. You gonna hit 18. You gonna fight your last 5 years. You gonna right that military school. Since you want to run your mouth, he been right in military school. Get some goddamn discipline. That's why his ass want to be."
Instantly, I knew. First thing I said, "Oh, ain't no man around." That's the first thing I said. Ain't no man around, because a father, a stepfather, ain't going for that. You call your mama bitch in front of me? Nah.
Yeah,
and I think where a lot of us, some of us, right? Some of us, I think where some of us single mothers have messed up at is where we stop the fathers from disciplining the children. We would say, "Oh, don't talk to my baby like that," or "Don't whoop my baby like that," or "You're not gonna spank my baby like that."
Absolutely.
My boys, my kids, I have 4. And my baby boy, I didn't discipline him the way I disciplined the first 3. So my oldest will say, "Mom, you ain't doing him like you did us. That's why he around here doing what he doing. That's why he around here acting like this. And that's why he doing this. Mom, you need." And then let me tell you what he said, because he was the last one in the house. My oldest son said, "Mom, he doing that to you because you ain't got no man in the house." My oldest son said that. He said, "You ain't got no man in the house." He said, "If you get a man in the house, see what's gonna happen." Because I said I wanted to raise my kids by themselves. I didn't want to put them through things and this and that and the third. So for a long time, I didn't bring a man around. So then when I did, bring somebody around, and he like, oh, he never had put his hands on my baby boy, none of that. But he just told him, "You ain't for talk to your mama like that around me, not around me." And guess what my son did? Took his ass back in that damn room, sit his ass the fuck down. Because it's different when it's a man around. They ain't gonna buck up at the man like they buck up at the woman. And a lot of kids do that. They'll run up on their mamas, before they run up on the man. So a lot of times, a man can discipline your child without putting his hands on your child.
Exactly.
And all, because all it takes is, they just have to discipline and just have that voice. Because guess what? You either want that man to discipline them, or you want the streets and the system to discipline them. Pick your choice. Pick your poison.
That's fact. I don't have to switch my churn. I got 2 grown sons, and like even my churn, my teen churn, I don't have to touch them. Like if my grown son that's in Atlanta, when he going through something, and his mom told me, "Hey, he out here making bad decisions," just her notifying me. I get on the phone, he already crying. He's like, Dad, because he know I'm about to get in his behind. But I don't have to touch him. I just talk to him with a stern voice and let him know why I'm upset. And I always did that to him, even when I put him on punishment when they were younger. I ain't gonna play with you. And I never had to touch him. But I didn't beat my churn like that. And mama, that's on a different hand. And mama snatched him up. But I didn't beat my churn. I didn't have to beat my churn. I just put punishment because I was abused by my grandma. So I wasn't gonna beat my churn like that.
I had resentment. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I told the truth. When my grandma died, I was kind of happy.
Diamond, somebody asked.
I went through my baby boy. I went through stuff with him, and I went through stuff with him because I spoiled him. I spoiled him. I created that monster. I spoiled him. You know, I was one of those parents. Oh, long as you're doing good in school, I'm gonna give you what you want. I was one of those parents. So it's like, right? I was one of those parents. You know, I'm spoiling him and spoiling him and spoiling him. So he fucked up one day. And I took that PlayStation. Y'all, when I took that PlayStation from him, he turned into a demon. Because I took
Not a demon.
Yep,
Let me tell y'all something. He tore that motherfucking room up because I took the PlayStation.
And I know you told him up.
But let me tell you,
You bring out the whole roll on that one.
that's when I knew the PlayStation was a problem. That's when I knew, you understand what I'm saying? And then he called himself, right, when I disciplined him, he called himself running away. Guess what he did? This nigga ain't packed no clothes, no nothing. This nigga took the TV and the PlayStation.
That's all
That's not all he was.
This nigga took the TV and the PlayStation.
How old he was?
That's when I knew I fucked up with the PlayStation, because at this point, all you thinking about is a PlayStation and the TV, instead of thinking about what you need to survive in the real world. You ain't take no clothes, no food. You ain't packed you a bag. The book bag, this thing got the PlayStation in the book bag. Nigga, you finna play the PlayStation out in the cold?
That was his food, water, and
He
everything.
was very,
that was his
listen,
everything.
he was codependent real bad. I'm telling y'all, it had got to the point where he said, I would ask him, what do you want to do when you grow up? This nigga said he want to work at GameStop. It was bad. I'm telling y'all, it was bad. And I know it, listen, let me tell y'all something. It was not funny when it was happening, because I fucked up. I fucked up. I should have had him on a tight schedule when it comes to that PlayStation. I should have had him on discipline more when it comes to that PlayStation.
Should have had him in sports too.
Right. I should have had, yes. I should have, did he want to play no sports? We got PlayStation. When we got PlayStation, that was it. He didn't want to play no sports. He didn't want to do nothing. He didn't want to go out the door and be with his friends. He didn't want to do nothing.
Yeah, he was addicted to it.
Yes.
Diamond.
So I knew I had fucked up, and I'm talking about.
I mean, he'll been messed up if he want to work at GameStop, because now with mine you just order the games online, so you don't go to GameStop no more.
Diamond.
Yeah.
You are so right about the not having a man part around, because both my sons, 16 and 17, they've been on the camera on here before. They 11 months apart. They got into a physical fight yesterday. I was literally sitting there thinking, like, I ain't got not one nigga to call. I ain't got one man to call to come break them up, because I couldn't break them. I tried to break them up, but when they're swinging, like, I ain't trying to get hit, and they are athletes, so they built or whatever. So I'm steady yelling for them to stop. And then as I'm yelling at them to stop, I'm literally thinking, like, what man? I ain't got one man to call to be over here and, like, snatch them up or talk to them. Like, they got their coaches, they talk to their barber, but they are married. So I'm not finna call, you know what I'm saying, their coaches, and they got wives and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I ain't got not one man to call. And the only way they stopped fighting was I had to act like I was having a heart attack, Diamond. I leaned over on the counter, and I was like, I can't keep telling y'all to stop. Y'all gotta stop. I can't, like, and I grabbed my chest, and then that's what made them stop. And they was like, Mom, are you okay? Are you okay? But I'm like, I can't get in the middle when y'all are having a physical altercation. Like, y'all gonna hurt me, but I don't want y'all to hurt yourselves. But like you said, not having that man around, yeah.
They said that they in the comments saying, why didn't you call the father?
Oh, I'm in Texas. The father is in St. Louis, Missouri. And he has been out of their lives pretty much since they've been born. So,
damn.
Yeah. And then my
Well,
dad, I have my dad, but I mean, my dad's 70 some years old. Like he wouldn't be able, and then he's out of town. He's out of town, but, so even calling him or
I
having
think
him wouldn't help.
Her
I
boys
think
are
it,
teenagers, y'all. They're in sports. We helped
yeah,
them.
16,
They're
17.
in
I
sports.
remember
They're
them.
teenagers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're the ones
They was very
they
respectful. Very
students.
respectful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
The
are.
only one, the
Yeah.
only one. I had
I
to break up two
remember
grown
them.
ass niggas, and my sons is just like your sons. My 23-year-old is motherfucking 6'2", and my 25-year-old is like 5'11". And when they get to fighting, I let them fight for a minute, and then I break them up. But I know what you're talking about. But I had to get in it because I ain't gonna let y'all take each other out. But I'm gonna let y'all get this shit off y'all chest so y'all can shut the fuck up and move on.
Yeah. Yeah.
But only, I think the coaches, I mean, they have a great relationship with them. Their wives, I mean, if you talk to the coach, now that that has happened, or one of the coaches, or whoever you think will be best, they probably wouldn't mind because they know y'all, they know the situation. I mean, my husband's a coach. I wouldn't mind, like, oh, so and so, the boys are fighting, she needs some help. That I don't see what would be wrong with that.
Yes, I'm very close with the coach's wife, and I did call after the situation, and then the coach was in the background and was like, "Yeah, tell them to come over here, put on some boxing gloves if they really want to have it out, and then we'll have a conversation about it." But just in that moment, because I wanted them to stop, and it was like I was stuck. I was scared because, like I said, I didn't want them to hurt each other, and I was trying to break it up, but of course, I'm not trying to get hit in the process of trying to break them up. And it was just like, dang, just in that moment, I was like, I don't have not one man to call to come over here to talk to them or whatever in that
Was this
moment.
their first time it getting that serious like that? Them fighting the first
This
time?
day second time.
Okay.
This day
Wow.
second time.
And I know how you feel. Only, I mean, not just for the kids. Like even just in general, y'all. Sometimes I'll be like, damn. I get a flat tire today or tomorrow. Oh my god.
Exactly.
Me and my sister used to fight. We would see my grandma
activities.
Me and my sister used to fight. We would see our grandma approach us, tell us to stop. My grandma she'll go get a switch, and she beating us apart. My grandma always told us, you don't fight each other. You fight the motherfuckers outside this house. Y'all supposed to stick together. So my grandma did.
Msblessing said in the comments, well, why didn't you have sympathy from me as your sister the other day about my son? Ooh.
Who was she asking that?
Who, babe? Who, babe? Ooh. Y'all remember when Msblessing came up here with her child? And he was respectful? Who's she talking about?
Yeah.
She's talking about only one. She said, why? She said, why did you have the negative commentary in the comments with them? I literally cried. She said, because there was no sisterhood. Hold on. She said, because there was no sisterhood here, and you were one of them. Oh.
Now, Msblessing, I was up here fighting and swinging for you, so I know you're not telling. There was some sisterhood because I was up here fighting and swinging, but I don't know about the comments.
Wait, Dan.
No, I didn't agree with her discussing his.
Msblessing talking about.
If she's talking about me, I didn't agree with her discussing his virginity. That was it. That was all.
She said, "Oh no, I'm sorry." She said, "Not you, Dab." Oh no, she said, I looked and I'm like, let me just be quiet. No, Msblessing, you can't be quiet now because you got to tell us who you talk about.
No. Msblessing can come up and we can have a conversation because that's the only thing that I did not agree with.
Msblessing, you cannot be quiet on the creek. You got to come up and tell us something. Tell us from the comments or something. She said there was so much negativity for having my son type of structure. She said, I was shocked at my sisters.
Oh, okay. No, she ain't talking about me with that.
So she's just talking in general.
Yeah, she's not talking about me with that one.
No, she's coming up. She's coming up because it was She coming up. It was
because I feel like I can relate. Because Miss Blessings is, if I'm not mistaken, she's from St. Louis. I'm
Yes,
from
ma'am. I
St.
am
Louis.
from St. Louis, and
Yes,
what hurt
my
me.
parents,
Oh, I'm
Miss
sorry.
Blessings. I'm
Excuse
not
me.
sure if you're familiar. My parents grew up on Simple.
at the
I don't know
police
if you're
department.
familiar
Yeah,
with that.
Oh yeah, down in the hood, baby. Yeah, down on
Okay, so
Simple.
yes, I very much respect the way that you raise your son. The only thing I did not agree with was you discussing his virginity. But other than that you ain't. I don't know.
But you were going in with them. I was reading the comments, and I'm gonna be honest. It literally brought tears to my eyes because I was sharing something with I know it's a lot of single mothers on here. And so when we got into that topic and it kind of went the way that it went, I'm like reading the comments and I'm like, damn, ain't no sisterhood here, period. And you were one of them. So when
I
I
just
just
told you
look,
what I
I
talked,
understand.
but I'm
Yes,
not the
ma'am.
only one.
Respectfully. Oh, it was a
I've
lot
gotten
of them. It was,
mistaken.
yeah, you're right. It was a
I've gotten
lot of them.
mistaken for there's several only ones on here, and
Yes,
I've
well, I'm
gotten
saying.
mistaken for several of them, and gotten some people tried to like come at me because they've mistaken me for some of the other people that's named only one on here. I'm telling you exactly, the only thing I commented on was the fact that you brought out his virginity, that discuss his virginity. That was it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
yeah, like I
And
said,
fine wine. What? Do you have a problem with me?
Fine wine. Okay.
I would like to know.
Okay, fine wine. We got a name.
And you're not my
Fine wine.
sister, Lynette. I say you guys are my sisters in Christ,
We got
but
another
it
name.
ain't no sisterhood here. It's
Okay,
not.
got your name. Okay.
So you are right, but I call everyone queens and sisters because guess what? We are sisters in Christ. And when we need each other, we should kind of try to pull together. But that's one of our issues out here. You see, because we don't have respect for one another. We make a mockery of everything that has anything to do with one another. We don't even try to have empathy for the next sister. But I call everybody that. If you follow I don't even have to know you. It's yes, ma'am, no, sir, sister, brother, because that's just who I am. Respect is the key to life. Trust is given, trust is earned, respect is given until further notice. As long as you respect me, I'm going to give you the utmost respect. And you see, the first thing y'all want to do in these comments, and it's crazy as fuck, because I accepted accountability for the virginity thing because I'm a woman about mine. If I'm wrong, I'm going to stand on it. I'm wrong. I shouldn't even said that. I stood on that. But then the conversation kept going and going and going. And so now I'm looking at this sister and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, damn. But I could have sworn just the other day because we had gotten past the virginity situation and y'all was eating me up in the comments for only sharing my story to the point where boss man had to tell me, you're oversharing. Stop talking. And I stopped talking and I let it go. But my feelings was truly hurt.
Good morning, Diamond.
My feelings was truly hurt because I have empathy for everyone. And everybody ain't gonna be me. They just not, and I understand that. I'm fully aware of that. But at the same time, when you see how you turned around and you needed some advice on a situation, or you came up to talk about your situation, and that's exactly what we are here in this space for. We may shoot the shit and bullshit around with each other, but when it comes down to it, yeah, okay, I'm gone because they can't handle the real. Diamond, they can't handle the real.
Hold on, baby. They muted you for 5 minutes, and after that, and after you finish muting, then you can start back talking.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I, Diamond? Can I say something to her woman?
Okay, yeah, but she can't respond until after 5 minutes. So go ahead, baby. Okay.
What I want to say is sometimes we think that people are not for us because they have different opinions on what it is that we're saying. When you was up here that day, I agreed with some of the stuff to an extent, but it is my opinion. You can't allow everybody's opinion to make you feel some type of way all the time. And it doesn't mean that people don't like you. It don't mean that they're not your sisterhood in the sense of the word. It just means that they don't agree with what you're saying at that time. You can agree to disagree and still want to be around that person and still respect that person.
Exactly. And she said there's no
I get
sisterhood in here.
that,
I
but
don't
I
know if she's
don't.
talking
I
about
agree.
mafia. Right. Yeah, just because there were people who were fine. There were people who agreed, but she's clumping everybody saying there's no sisterhood in here, meaning the entire like mafia. I don't agree with that. There's definitely sisterhood, but like just because people don't agree doesn't mean that they won't back you up if needed.
So I understand what you're saying, Pete, but sometimes the disagree with me and the way that you disagree with me, yeah, definitely says you don't fuck with me. You can disagree with me as a friend, but in the manner you disagree with me, in the words you use, yeah.
Exactly that, but in a comment, you take it the way you perceive it, not necessarily the way a person wrote it.
Yeah, I was about to say that piece. Sometimes, we read comments and that's not how that person is coming off. Everybody know the comments gonna do what the comments do, but you gotta stay out them comments, baby.
Good morning, Diamond.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, Nisi, it's how you read them.
Right on.
Read the
Right
comments.
on.
Go ahead, Heat.
It's a shame that we having this conversation, and like you said, there was no man in the house,
Right.
but there would be if he was married. Us
Oh.
married men are winning. You know what I'm saying? We have the structure. We have the
I
discipline.
mean, we
A
got to
lot of
wait for
people.
y'all. We got the heat. We got to wait for y'all to marry us.
You're right. But some people ain't got no standards, regardless if they married or not. So that's a different conversation, right?
Oh.
Some people don't want to accept that. It is what
Order
it
up.
is.
I did see a video the other day. A white married couple and the son beat up the daddy and the mom.
Hold on, Heat. They muted you for 5 minutes and said, shut the fuck up, Heat. You got 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes, then you can stop back talking.
Love Waffle House. I love Waffle House so much.
You brought that up, boss man, because not only did they beat him up, he unalived his mama and tried to unalive his dad in a married family.
Sure did. I saw that story the other day, and it was insane. Like he took the mama out, and he put something on that daddy too, and he was a teenage boy.
And there's no man in my home, and there ain't gonna be a man in my home, and there wasn't a man in my mammy home, but my mama had structure. She made sure that we knew right from wrong, and we respected the fact that who she was. It don't necessarily mean women. I don't understand why people think that women can't create a structure if there's no man in the home, or they can't create what a family living if there's no man in the home. Some people just don't have a man in the home, but they still can have the same structure, and their kids can come out just as good as having a man in the home. Not to say that men are not needed, because I raised 3 boys and I used my brothers, I used their uncles all the time, but I didn't have to go to their uncles. You gonna respect me.
I know that's right, P baby. Hink, what you got to say about that?
He muted, but P baby, that's because society keeps telling us that women can't do it. But when you think about a married household, majority of the time the woman sets the structure, but they swear we can't set structure.
Exactly, and they lay everything down. The man is the disciplinarian or the rough rider, but sometimes with these little girls, the girls run over their daddies all the time.
Well, let me say something to you. Fix my hair on the side. Oh, okay. So hear me out. Let me just say this, y'all. Now, there are some single mothers that was able to do it. Kids turned out great. Some single mothers, kids went to college. They doing something with themselves. Turned out great. But there were also some single mothers that wasn't able to do it, and it's hard. So we have to. How can I say this? Structure is needed in the house. Y'all know some of us mothers, we ain't as firm as we should be. And some mothers are tight. Some mothers are tight. And some others, but we ain't as firm as we should be. And y'all do know that they say it, Diamond. I'm gonna shut up. Y'all go ahead.
Well, like in Only's case, if I remember correctly, when we met her sons, she's doing a great job from what I could tell when Only was up here with the boys. You know,
Yeah, overall they're
seemed like
good.
yeah, she's doing a
That was
great
just
job. But
like
like when
sibling,
siblings fight,
right?
right?
That was just a
Siblings fight,
sibling thing.
yeah.
They know
And
how
I
to
think,
push each other's buttons, basically.
and
So
she was when
Right,
she
right. They gonna
was
fight though, right? They gonna
right.
fight
But
because
I
they so
think
close in age.
because they're big, like 16 and 17. I think she was in fear of like, okay, they're literally physically fighting. She didn't want to get hurt, and that's when she was just expressing, oh my goodness, I don't even have a man to call to come over here, or what should I do? Because she didn't want to jump in and get hit herself. But
right.
being a single mom, I think she's doing a great job.
Thank you.
They say, no,
Teenage
wait,
girls, like with my sons.
hold on, boss man. They say give it to them with no chaser. No chaser. Ugh. We can raise our children to the best of our ability, right? But we also need a man in the home to do certain things with those kids as well. Yeah,
I agree.
We do need that, whether it's their father, stepfather, uncles, brothers. They said no, we don't. Okay, I'll shut up. All right.
Like with my sons, like challenge them as well. Like when my sons did to fuss at each other, I would have both of them like I had like styrofoam on bats and stuff, and I had like gear. I would tell them to gear up, and I was like, I like both of y'all gonna team up towards me. If y'all can knock me down, I give y'all $100 a piece. I would challenge them. Like, y'all come and try to take me down. And we were wrestling all in that living room and everything. My baby boy tried to run. I grabbed him by the leg and dragged him back in there. By the time we got done, they tried to tackle me down. They was high as hell. They were looking at each other. They would walk away and be like, and try to strategize how we gonna get them. They were working together. Before you know it, they forgot all about it. They was fussing. They were trying to figure out how they gonna take daddy down. And they had fun. I used to do that all the time. They barely got in fights. I would challenge them to work together to do things. And I would try to take me down. They took me down one time. I had to give them that $100. But we had fun. I turned a negative situation, turned it fun. I had fun in my household with my children. Because I didn't believe in whooping children like that because I was abused myself. So I didn't believe in whooping them like that. But it worked out for me.
Well,
I don't know. Like I said, I agree with what you said, Diamond. Because like I said, in that instant, I was like, damn, I need a man here. So
I mean, we can't do everything by ourselves.
Exactly. So I agree.
I mean, we could go out there and we could try and do everything by ourselves. We can make it as tough as but we still need a man for something. Shit. Not just for the pickle.
A nut, Diamond, that's it.
Y'all just need him for a nut and that's it? Well, I mean, who the hell gonna hang these curtains up on this wall? Who the hell is gonna put the
Dab,
door?
I'm tired of driving.
Put the door.
Wait a minute.
I need a chauffeur. I'm tired of driving everywhere, Dab.
Alexa, play The Fact Is by Jill Scott.
They say I do it all by myself. They say
Diamond, I don't even know what y'all was talking about. My coworker was talking to me, and all I heard you say was, "I think we need a man for something," and then I just yelled out nothing. But I don't know what y'all was talking about.
Yeah, they said, I mean,
Somebody said get a stud.
She right here. But again, I don't do that stuff. I call her back.
So let me ask you this. So y'all sitting here saying y'all don't need a man for anything? Anything, just to pickle and that's it?
So that's not what I'm saying. As a
Oh, I ain't
stud,
never said that.
as as a whole stud out here in these streets, I do rely on my
Keith,
brothers
get
and my
your
friends.
friend. Keith, get them together.
I do rely on my brothers and my friends. You know what I'm saying? But again, there's a rule in my house. You jump up, punks jump up to get beat down. I'm from the Bronx, baby. I'm more hood than you will ever be, little kid. I'm raising you. You can't jump up at me. And when my son decided he wanted to jump at me, he's 16. He's 6'4". I said, oh, like I said, I went and got the Vaseline. Let's go. He's like, Ma, I'm good. We good. Nah, brother, I threw everything in his room at him. Even his bike. Threw the TV at him. I threw his PlayStation at him. No, you will never ever think you can beat me. Even though we both know that you might be able to.
Keith, I just came up
So
in a
shout out to you for
Towns is taken. Towns
showing
is
you got a
with
track.
somebody
Shout
right
out
now.
for that. But you just had an incident up here where this young lady sit there and shared that her two sons got into altercation and wasn't nothing she could do. She had to fake a heart attack in order to get them boys to stop. Man, we need to stop this. Turn them boys over to their fathers. Allow them fathers to do their job. Allow them fathers to be the
But the
fathers.
fathers aren't always there, though. That's what
You
she's
act
saying. The
like
father's
he,
not
like
there.
she's
Okay,
keeping
cool.
them from him. What?
The
Right.
So
father is
She
again,
not
I
said
there.
her
got you.
dad, their
Okay, cool.
dad is in
That's
another state.
whatever. For,
And he's not in their
okay, cool.
lives.
Well, I see we come up with more and more excuses instead of
It's
coming
not
up
an
with solutions.
excuse.
So,
It's not an excuse if that's
okay,
the
yes, it
reality.
It's
is,
a
Keith.
That's
fact.
the real.
Are
How
they
is that an excuse
deceased?
when that's the
Are they
reality?
deceased? Are they
He's not
deceased?
in their lives.
Are they
Don't want to
deceased?
be
He's
there. So
not
how
in
If
she
their
they,
gonna give him to
lives.
somebody that don't want to be
okay,
there?
He's not in
okay.
their
He
If
don't
they,
want to
lives.
be there.
I mean, y'all won't
Why
even
don't
let
you
me
go
answer.
pick
I
them
got
up?
two of you
Since you got all the motherfucking
because
answers,
they
you go
doesn't
pick
belong
their
to
asses
me.
up. Then
They
shut the
don't
fuck
belong to
up.
me. My son lives with me. My son
Give a
lives with me. I
fuck.
take care of my son. That's
I
not
don't
an
give a
issue. I'm trying
fuck.
to help for those who don't have that situation like I got.
Right,
But
but
it's
she
obvious a
don't
man
have
who
that
don't
going
have
on. You,
kids,
you,
who don't
you.
believe in
It's
producing
it's
kids,
okay for
is going to
somebody
tell me
that
how to
has
move as a
that
father.
has that
Go ahead,
option.
brother.
There
You
are
right.
people that
You
have
right.
that option. It's
You
right
right.
for people that
You
have
right.
that option, but she don't have that option. The
So
fuck?
Hank, where's the mother?
Shut your bitch ass up.
You said you have custody of your son. Where's the mother?
She's living her life. I'm
Exactly.
not married to it's
You
my
made
ex-wife.
Keith's point. You just made Keith's point.
No, he didn't, because he said he's not around because he's not involved. That's a difference. His my ex-wife is still involved with my son, but I keep my son. I have custody of my son because that's what we agreed on at the divorce proceeding, at the mediation, that I get custody of my son. A father needs his son. A man's only going to be able to
Answer
teach a
that
man
question instead
a
of you
boy how to
saying
be
that she's still a part of
man.
his life.
Man,
You gonna say she living
again,
her life as if she ain't got nothing to do with it. Am I not
I never
correct, P
said
baby?
that.
That's how you took
No,
that.
no, you're not correct. Like
And I
you
said P
normally
baby.
wrong.
I didn't say you. I said P baby.
It
I didn't
doesn't
say
matter.
you. I said
I
P
thought I
baby.
was talking, but you cut me off in order to say that. I see
I
why.
didn't say
Listen,
shit. I asked
I'm a
her a
land.
question.
Y'all, hey, y'all got all the
Land,
answers.
please.
Y'all got all the answers. I'm staying. I'm gonna go back on mute.
So, Hank, I agree with you, right? I agree that at a certain point, every woman can't raise every man. And if there is an active father in their lives, then yes, those boys should go with their father, right? I do agree with that. But what happens for those women that don't have that option? That's what we're talking about. What happens to the women, or what do the women have that don't have that option? That's why there should be a stronger community of men that, you may live on a block. So this is the thing. You may live on a block that has single mothers, or you may live in a neighborhood that has single mothers. What are y'all doing as men to come together to say, hey, I'm going to take Miss Brenda's son because he ain't got nobody. I'm going to take Miss Jessica's son because he don't have nobody. I'm going to take this person's son because he don't have nobody, and still come together as a community. But this is the thing, y'all just like, oh, I'm raising my kids. I'm doing everything for my kids. But you're not understanding that the neglect of those other boys is still a negative effect on the community as a whole.
Again,
And the fact that
thank
I
you.
gotta teach you niggas that is crazy.
Also said, when you asked that question, he said, that ain't my child. And that's what we hear all the time. Them ain't my kids, so I don't give a fuck. But like you just said, Keith, those kids still got to interact with your kids. So it would behoove us to start acting like we all give a fuck about these kids, regardless if they are ours or not.
Okay,
But Keith,
so
that's what I
the
spoke to
reason
earlier
why
about
I said
challenging.
that. Hold on, boss man. Let me reply. The reason why I said it because Keith said, "Why don't you come get them?" That's the reason why I said they not my kids. The kids
Do
need to
they
go and
not
do the father.
actually mean
No,
that you
Keith,
come and take their kids and
I
bring
don't know
them in
what
your
you mean, man.
house?
I mean,
You can
you
still be an influence to somebody else's
shit. They listen.
kids.
I'm trying to hear
But
this
your
out.
whole
They
answer,
listen to
your
a
immediate
homosexual
answer was
man
to say,
give
they not
heterosexual
my
relationship
kids.
advice. They might as well listen to a man who don't have no kids on how to do parental advice. You might as well.
Okay,
Everything's ass backwards here. So
so
this
now we're
is
gonna
what
say
it is.
something about my
So
sexuality
Keith,
because now you don't have a better argument. This is how
no, I do, but
you are so
you don't want to
no, your
listen.
mentality is so reductive
No, you just don't want to listen.
and so
Y'all
primitive
just want
that the
to
only
keep
thing that
talking,
you
and
can
that's
go
why we in
to
a
is
situation
somebody's
because it's
sexuality.
nothing but
But the
talk.
fact that my
There's no talk.
sexuality,
There's no action.
my sexuality has
Okay,
nothing to
Keith,
do with
if
what I
that's what you
said. If
think,
you
man,
listen
go
to
ahead,
what I
brother. I'm
said,
gonna go
then you
back
will
on mute.
understand what I was saying.
Go back on mute, brother. Don't worry about it. Keep saying what you say. Whatever you say, they agree with.
And what am I doing? Somebody asked me in the comments, what am
We
I doing?
agree
I'm in
with
my
you, Keith.
community. Stop. I'm in my community every day. I'm speaking life into people every day. Youth, adults, all of it. Every day.
Keith, you
While y'all
say F
sitting,
them
while y'all
kids.
sitting in y'all
Say
trucks
F
or
them
going
kids,
to y'all
Keith.
offices or
You say
just going in your
F
house to
the
take care of your
kids. That's
family
why
because
you don't
that's
have
all
kids
y'all care
because you say
about.
you ain't dealing with them. Come on, brother. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. So let me give you a real solution than what Keith was just talking about. So y'all said, well, the father's nowhere to be found. He's nowhere to be found. Okay, well then you need to get your next male relative close to you and engage and try to encourage them boys to go listen and learn from them. Find some
Msblessing, you can come
mentors
off mute, Msblessing.
in your community in order to find some type of mentorship in your community. But then y'all got these parents
Yes,
that, well, they can't
Msblessing, you
say
can
nothing to
come
my
off
kids. They
mute.
can't correct my kids. They can't talk to my kids. You can't discipline my kids. Well then, man, ladies, if that's the stance you take, then good luck with all your endeavors. Nobody's gonna say nothing to your kids. Can't nobody correct your kids or discipline your kids. And discipline doesn't always have to mean putting hands on your child. There's other forms of discipline, as y'all was talking about up here. I know a lot of us been through the traumatic time of being beat, hit with belts, switch, skillets. I understand all that. Cool. But there's other forms of discipline that you can do. One of them is called active activities. Maybe having them kids work out, do push-ups, do activities like that in order to punish them. It ain't always got to be the belt. Sometimes even just having a conversation with these little bad bastards would help them kids, which we know a lot of them don't do because y'all don't know how to talk to your kids. But
So
I'm gonna
Hank,
land it there. Y'all have at it.
you have a female that helps you or comes and helps with your son?
No, I don't have no female to come help with my son. I have a wife.
So it's another woman besides his mother, right?
No, she doesn't. Let me help you out, man. My son is now 21 in college. My son is grown. I had my son solely by myself ever since he was 13. I had custody of him. His mother came and got him anytime she wanted to. There wasn't no problem. Didn't receive child support from him. She didn't get child support from me. That was part of our agreement. But I had custody of my son ever since. Raised him since then by myself. I just got married a few years ago.
Right. So my question was, when you had him from when he was 13 and his mother would come and get him whenever she wanted to. When she didn't come get him, was there another female that would
No,
aid him?
no,
So
there don't need to be another female to aid him. He's not a girl. He's a boy.
He's a boy. Exactly.
He doesn't
yeah,
need
but you
that.
don't think that boys need females in their lives?
Well,
See,
No,
that's
he
what
needs
I
a
don't
mother.
understand.
the
He
Wait,
needs
man,
a
hold on. That's
mother.
what I
He
don't
don't need a
understand.
female. He needs a
Right.
mother. He don't need a
So that's
female.
what
He needs a
so
mother.
that's what right. So that's what I don't understand. We were just talking about these women, these wonderful women, these single mothers. We talking about
Mm-hmm.
them, and you're like, oh, well, you need to go get they uncles and they grandpas and the man
Mm-hmm.
down the street to help them be a
Mm-hmm.
man and this and that and the
To show
third.
him how to be a
But
man.
but when I just asked you, his mother come and go, like you said, no disrespect to her, no disrespect to you. So please don't take it that way. But did you call his aunties and his grandmama and his cousin Gina? Is what I'm
No,
trying to get at.
there's no
So
need.
so it's so easy for you men to tell these single mothers, these wonderful women, that they need to go find a man, any kind of man, just get a man to come
I
do
didn't say
something
that.
with these boys.
Not any kind of
I didn't
man.
say that.
No, you going
Hold
too
The
far.
first
hold
thing,
on.
Not any
Let me
kind of
ma'am,
finish.
man.
if you
Wait,
What
heard,
let
y'all
me land
do
my
if
though?
you,
plane.
What y'all do?
but
Let her
Can
land
I
her
land
no,
plane.
my
What y'all
that's just
plane?
do?
because y'all want some, pickle.
Can
That's
I
because y'all
land
want
my
some pickle.
plane? Well,
That's because
I'm a
y'all want
whole
some
lesbian,
pickle.
so
Go
and
ahead.
pickles ain't nothing I want. But what I'm
Okay,
saying
shout
is
out
is
to you.
that what I'm saying is that y'all quick to say, oh, this boy need a man, this boy need a man in the house every day, this and that and the third. But you just raised your son from 13 up by yourself without no woman. So why is it so
I didn't
easy
say by
for y'all
myself.
men? Hold
I didn't
on.
say by
Why is
myself.
it so why is it so
His mom was
easy
active,
for
man.
y'all men? Why is it so easy for y'all men to say that because a man is not in the home, that they need to go seek out another man to be in his kid's life? That's the question. I'll wait. Yeah. I don't like the whole she need to have a man, some type of man to be around the kid because he a boy, but you don't need a woman to be around your son because he's a boy.
Ma'am, are you gonna let
No.
me finish? You're not gonna let me finish,
Y'all,
okay? I'll let
going
you
back and forth.
finish.
I just unmuted. Y'all just cut me off. Y'all about to say something.
She was
I was
asking a
saying,
question, so I'm just trying to answer the question. That's all. But she
y'all
gonna hear
had
my
paused
answer.
for a minute, then
Okay.
when she asked the
Go
question,
ahead. Go ahead,
y'all
boss
didn't say
man.
nothing. So I was gonna say this right
Well,
quick.
somebody
All right.
muted me, boss man. I don't know what happened. But go ahead, brother. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, go ahead.
I just want to say this right quick because to that question, they ain't got nothing to do with me because I don't speak on who be in the house. So I'm gonna speak to what Keith was talking about earlier and what I was talking about earlier as well. You could challenge the churn. It don't matter about no gender, who in the household. Like you can find things to get that energy out of them young boys or daughters. You got programs you can challenge. Okay, the thing about young people, they like to be challenged because they're growing. Their minds are growing. All that extra energy in them, they gonna act out. They got to go somewhere. It doesn't matter who's in the goddamn household. Single mother, single father. Just be a good goddamn parent and find things for that energy to go somewhere. Because the energy got to go somewhere. They're young and growing up. So you got to find, it's things out here, if you can't afford it, you got free things out here. Like, I used to take my son I used to take them fishing. And I'd be like, the first one catch a fish, $20. And they get excited about it. You can figure out ways to have that energy go somewhere. Be aware of your child, be aware of their personality, and figure out what they like, and then work with that. It's ways of dealing with the children and raising them to be good, hopeful adults. Y'all love this gender war shit. This shit ridiculous. Y'all can have it. I'm drunk.
Point, boss.
Can I
Thank
say,
you, boss man.
hold on a second. I just want to say respectfully, there does need to be a man around a boy. Whether it's in the home or they have a man that the woman can call or that the boy can get attached to and be able to do things with, because there needs to be a man around, respectfully, P baby.
But she didn't say that didn't need to be. Like
She
he said,
did.
in the
She
instances where,
did.
hold on,
No, I
no,
didn't.
she's saying
Okay.
in the instance, she's saying when there can't be, what are we doing now? Like Keith was trying to get Heat to understand. When there's not a man around, what do you want them to do? Just go find a random man on the street? She didn't say they don't need them there. In the instance, like only one didn't have one around, What is she supposed to do now? She got to do with what she got to do with. That's what P Baby was saying.
She literally,
like,
but the only one said that
what?
they had coaches. They got coaches.
Couldn't call them
They
because
got
they married.
programs.
But she
It
couldn't
don't
call them
matter.
because she didn't want to. It does matter.
It
because she
doesn't
didn't
matter.
call them because she did. It does matter because she didn't call them because she didn't want to step on the toes of his family.
She said she
So
called them
technically
afterwards,
still
and
don't
he
have
told them that they could come over and
Okay.
talk, and they can box, and they can do this and that. She said she called them afterwards. What I'm saying is there needs to be somebody in their life that is a male presence.
And when did I say that there shouldn't be? When did I say that there shouldn't be a man? And I just told you, first of all, I became a coach to make sure that my son was my children were well taken care of when they played football. I never said that there was no need in the family. I got 3 children from my ex-wife, and they all have daddies. And you know what? When they with their daddies, you know what their daddies say? I'ma call P. I'ma call P. Why? Because I set a standard. But that doesn't mean that they don't need their fathers. That doesn't mean that they don't need their uncles, they don't need their grandpas. It doesn't mean that. What it means is that just because you don't have a man inside your home means
All I'm saying is that there should be. So women who don't have a man in their home should have somebody that is a male to be around their sons, because boys need men in their life. That's all I'm saying.
So are they? So rich girl, are they supposed to force the men around them?
No, but y'all acting like there are no men in this world that are willing to take a boy under.
Right.
So
Talking about a role model.
wait.
Just because they a coach don't mean just because they coaches don't mean they gonna be in their life and they really give a
You're
fuck
holding
about
on
it.
to
That's
the coach
problem.
thing, but I'm not talking about just coaches. I'm saying a man.
Love to make them goddamn.
Y'all women are really tripping in the comments telling me to shut up
No,
because I said a
being
man.
honest. We're telling you what's
You be
real.
doing it.
We're
No,
telling you
I'm
what
talking
mothers
about
who
the
go through
comments.
this.
They're saying that I need to shut
You
up
be
because
moving
I
the
said
boat.
that a man needs to be in a boy's life. Like, y'all are weird.
Diamond is trying to speak. Go ahead, Diamond.
Yeah, damn me moving the
So
boat.
someone sent me a message and told me to ask y'all look up the statistics on single mothers with children, how they turn out, and then the single mothers with the father, with the parents, 2-parent households, and how they turned out. What's the statistics, y'all? Oh, can someone look up the statistics or no?
A lot of males that I know growing up with that didn't have no man, no structure, no nothing in their life, they turned out wild as hell. So y'all that's disagreeing with me, I can tell you ain't had no daddy in your life.
Rich girl, you talking about absolutely like no
Disagreeing
male,
with
like
you, they
no
don't have.
coaches, no mentorship programs? Is that what you're referring to when you say that?
When I say what?
You said like when they grew up wild, like they didn't have no man. Are you saying like no coaches or
Most of them,
no
they didn't play no sports and stuff like that. They was in the streets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, most of those. They didn't
have that. The male figures they did have was street niggas.
Rich girl said they turned out wild as hell.
I mean, those YNs out there doing these teen takeovers.
Don't all come from single parent households. I don't understand why y'all don't want to believe that these 2-parent household kids be wilding the fuck out and be in the streets doing the most. I don't know why y'all don't want to believe that.
Nobody said that.
I believe that they do.
Nobody said that. But if we can get some honest men to come up and Hank, you come from a 2-parent household?
Yeah.
You come from a 2-parent household?
I came from a 2-parent household.
Sweet dog, you came from a 2-parent household? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Sweet dog, how do you think you turned out?
Shit, I was wild for a minute, but I mean, right now, turned out pretty damn good myself.
Why was you wild for a minute? What age?
Oh, got in the street, baby. Left home, came to Atlanta.
Okay, so what age were you wild? What age did you get in the streets?
About 19, 20.
Oh shit, you was grown then.
Right, I was grown. But before then, no, I wouldn't.
But what
I
did
mean,
you do in the house with your both of your parents? What was you wilding while you were in the house with both of your parents?
what you as in the house? No, I mean, I was like in the country, but I mean, got into shit, but not like I did when I moved to the city.
Okay, she said my brothers turned out fine with both parents in the household. Hink, how would you say your parenting was up till you were 18 years old? How did you turn out in the house up till you're 18?
I mean, I did a little mischievous stuff, but nothing. Well, I had to get I got some type of record or nothing like that.
Okay. Okay. So listen, y'all, we're not saying all single parents. We're not saying all single mothers. I think y'all are getting it
Exactly.
twisted. We're not saying all single mothers. We're not saying that. We're not saying all two parent households. I got
Exactly.
I know my siblings 2-parent households. Okay. So yeah.
Somebody in the comments said, "What can a man teach a boy or a child that the mama can't?" Like,
there's a big difference.
Oh wow, that's crazy. I'll tell you.
I threw some Cheerios inside the toilet bowl and taught all my boys how to pee. Shoot the Cheerios. Aim for the Cheerios, buddy.
no, they're saying what can they teach them about, I guess, life, like how to be a man.
Let me tell you where I struggled yesterday with that.
It's the only thing is showing that boy how to pee. You think that's the only thing they deal with?
No, somebody.
There's way more than that now. Than just piss.
A man. Somebody up here said that, and she answered, "Y'all some full of." Yeah, a man. I would never say that there's no need for men. I think that men are amazing. I think that every kid, boy, girl, need a man in their lives. I also think that every boy, girl need a woman in their lives. I do not think that you have to necessarily be in the home to be that person for them. I'm a whole football coach and I'm there for 32 little boys and girls. So you don't need to be in a home. You just, it's good. My mother raised 7 children, 4 of them boys.
But what does you
And
being a
none of
coach
them
have to
went
do
down.
with anything? We're talking about men. You're
Girl,
not a
if you gonna
man.
go sit down somewhere and take a nap.
She thinks she is. So we just gotta let her be.
I'm literally confused. I'm not trying to be funny. Like, you keep saying you're a coach of 32 kids, and we keep talking about men need to be in children's life. You're not a man.
Because we're not talking about just men. What are you talking about? Maybe you should have
the
been here for the whole
conversation was about men. Okay.
It wasn't. So maybe you should have been here for the whole conversation, sweetheart.
Okay,
No
you're being disrespectful. You're being shady, but I'm not gonna fall into it.
It is.
It is what it is.
She identifies as it, so we gotta respect her pronouns.
Do not identify as a man. I am a girl. I have a coochie, and I love her.
Okay,
Do not identify as a man.
Now you being disrespectful and you showing your homophobia because not only did you come for Keith, now you coming for her. Now you definitely showing your homophobia because it's just sickening at this point. You can't even have a conversation with people. She never said she identified as a fuck thing, but you gonna put it on her though, right?
Can we hear from Only? Only was about to say
Everyone
something
have said
about.
you a single father. You identify yourself as a girl.
No, we got Msblessing came back up to say something. Go ahead, Msblessing.
Well, only one, respect to you and your boys. I did not know that you were the mother to them, and you keep doing what you're doing. You know, I just mentioned that due to the fact it was like, damn, you know, because I felt for you when you were saying what you were saying about them fighting, and so because my kids fought too, you know, these
Miss Ellen.
kids. And so
Is Miss Ellen out there?
I do respect the way you're raising
Where's
your
she at?
boys and keeping them productive. And shout out to you, sister. That's all I can say. You keep on going and you stay up on them, and
Hank,
they'll
you
be
on mute.
just
Hank,
fine
you muted for
because you have
5
them
minutes.
headed in the right direction. Because an idle mind is the devil's playground. So keeping them busy like you do is really amazing. Because sometimes as parents, we can drop the ball on that. And like I say, when they got all that time on their hands, they get off into any damn thing. So salute to you, sister, being a single mother and from the West Side on Simple. And I just want to ask you real quick, Fine Wine, what is your problem with me? You came to me and asked me to help you, and I did just that. And I normally don't do that DM inboxing stuff, but after my daughter tried to help you, you have ever since me sending you her text messages and trying to help you with work, you got the nerve to come here. Don't you see? I watch you every day in these comments dog me out. And I'm like, damn, but you came to me. So I know you had a ill will and a different agenda. You must was trying to find out where my daughter worked at because you had never tried to reach out to me. But when you did find Wine, you said you were looking for work. You say you were in her field. And didn't I send you all the text messages with her trying to help you find work? I said, she asked you, was you going to be trying to relocate here and so on and so on. So now I see that you had ill will, and that's why I don't fuck with people behind the scene. But when you came to me in that inbox and asked me that, I reached out to my child for you, girl. And even sent you her messages. And you sit here every day and dog me, and I just watch it in the comments. Because I'm not a type, I could have been said something about this, but that's not who I am. But after today, I just blocked you. You are a monitoring spirit because you don't give a fuck care rat's ass about me. You see what I'm saying? So whatever your agenda was with that job situation, and you coming in my inbox asking me about St. Louis and what you say you in Denver. I think you say you in Denver. I got the messages. Why did you have me reach out to my daughter? What kind of agenda was you on, lady? She gave you information. My daughter told you she works with the children, and you said you wanted to work in the hospitals. My daughter I did that for you, young lady. I don't fuck with people in no DMs. But you come on Diamond Show every fucking day.
Okay, well, wait. She said let her up. I didn't see her.
Yeah, let her up. Because I want to know, what is your problem with me? Because I did what you asked me to do as a sister. But I'm going to stop all that sister shit. Because y'all don't have sisterhood around here.
Okay,
But
everybody on mute.
can you tell me, Fine Wine, what's your problem with me?
Hold up. Because what you
hold
not
the
gonna
fuck up.
Hold up, bitch. Hold up.
Girl, now I'm a bitch. I ain't never disrespected you, but now
I
I'm a
don't give a
bitch.
shit because first of all, you're not gonna act like I don't have no fucking job. I'm a
That's
whole
what you
social
told me.
worker.
I got the messages.
No. Hold up.
I got the messages.
Hold up.
Didn't you tell me you was looking for work?
Hold up. I said I was looking for another job. I never
Didn't you
said
tell
I
me
did
you
not
was
have
looking
a
to
job.
relocate? Didn't you tell me you was looking to relocate?
Hold up.
Didn't my daughter get back with you? And I don't expose my daughter to nobody.
No, she did not. I
But
didn't
I
talk to
thought
your
you was
daughter.
decent people.
Your daughter did not call me.
No.
I didn't talk to your daughter.
I sent you the messages from my daughter.
Okay, you sent them to me, but
I would have never for anybody talked to my daughter about no work.
First of all,
but you
hold
had
up.
ill will.
Okay, are you gonna let me talk? Nobody had
Yes,
no ill
ma'am,
will.
I sure will.
Okay, thank you. First. Okay, thank you. First. I'm not, no, that's not what, I only reached out to you because I was thinking about moving. I changed my mind. I never talked to your daughter. Your daughter never called
No,
me.
I didn't say you talked to my daughter. I
When
said
you
I
sent me,
reached out.
and
I
I
sent you.
understand
What
that.
didn't I send you her
They
text
muted
messages?
Blessings, Diamond.
Okay,
Oh,
but
okay.
when you sent the
I'm
message,
always muted.
when you sent the message to me, and I told you thank you, I left it alone. So
No,
please,
you told me you were willing to read. She said I work with children.
Miss Blessings, they sent the galaxy.
Yeah, you need to be
All
quiet
right, so
and let me
hold on 1
finish.
second. Miss Blessings, stay on mute, baby. You got 5 minutes.
When you told me
Wait. They say unmute Miss Blessings. Wait. So y'all got to send double galaxies to unmute her. Okay, 2 galaxies to unmute her. Okay, so there's one unmute. Okay, go ahead. Fine wine. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead. Fine wine. Fine wine. You unmute.
She might have got a phone call. Hold on.
Got a call.
First of all, when she sent the information about her daughter, I told her thank you. I never ever reached back out to this lady. This lady is a fucking liar.
Hold on, Fine Wine. Wait 1 second. Hold on. Fine Wine. So wait. Yes. So Miss Bless, Waffle House, do you want to use your bank? What's your bank?
Girl, let me get off this thing. I'm not gonna play with these people on this app. See, this first of all, I be in the comments trolling. This lady is mad because I be talking shit. I'm in the comments. Why you even taking shit personal like that? And then for you to even out me on the app, bitch, I don't give a shit about that. Cause bitch, I work every single fucking day. Every day. I only reached out to you and asked you a question. That's it. I didn't ask you for no money. I didn't ask you for shit. None of that bullshit. So don't you ever get on this fucking app. You hoes is weird. And I'm sorry I'm disrespecting you, but the fact that you came on here and you did this shit, make it seem like that I needed you for a fucking job, bitch, miss me with that. But I'm gonna get off this app, but I have shit to say. I don't give a fuck that you blocked me. Block me, hoe. I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about you hoes on this fucking app. Y'all not my real friends. Diamond, drop me if I cuss this hoe out.
Oh, Miss Blessings, you can come off mute, baby. They unmuted you.
What's up?
I'm not gonna even curse like that and talk to you like that because I wasn't all them bitches and hoes when you reached out to me for a job. And you didn't say anything after that. When my daughter said she only works with children. My daughter said she works with children. She doesn't work in the hospital. I knew that, right? So I sent you that. She said, "Are you willing to relocate?" You said, yes, you were willing to relocate. But now I know it was all just that was so fake and phony. You had another agenda, Fine Wine. And when you're talking about down here, you're trolling me. You don't troll me. You just talk shit to me all motherfucking day that we're on here. And today I'm like, fuck this, man. I try to keep this type of shit because it ain't like I'm that type of bitch that's gonna come on out. So I'm not gonna come in your DM and do it. I'm gonna do it right here where you can hear me and motherfuckers can know you're a fake ass woman. You came to me. I've never reached out to you ever. You came in my DM and asked me about work.
I had an agenda for what, bitch? I work.
I
What's
really
the
don't
agenda?
know. Because why after that? Why after I didn't get you
What is
totally
the agenda?
connected? Well,
Let me know. I'll wait for the
you?
agenda. I'll wait. Tell me what the agenda was.
I really don't know because y'all be on straight bullshit around here. Yeah, I do all that. I do all that. I do all that. I'm good though, boo.
Somebody in social
I'm good
work.
though, boo. But that's why you can't help people. That's why you can't help people. What made you reach out to me? What made you reach out to me and you know I'm not a social worker?
You still not proving no point.
What made you reach out to me?
You still not proving no point. I asked you a simple question about if you knew somebody in social work.
No, I'm not on one. I'm just tired of these women, man.
Exactly.
This girl full of shit, man, and I'll let her have it.
You full of shit. You full of shit. You try to come on here and expose me, bitch. I work.
No, I ain't got nothing to expose you about. I'm just trying.
Then, so what was
I came
point?
to you trying. I came
what
to
was
you.
Your
See, I ain't called you now, bitch, yet.
Because
I would like to know why do you come for me every day? Why do you come for me every day? But you came in my inbox asking me about work.
You got mad because I troll you in the comments, so you exposed because I inboxed you in your DM.
Yeah, I did.
This is why people do not DM because you
That's
bitches
why I
get
don't
mad
help
and
people.
y'all expose people.
That's why I don't. Girl, do you know that was over a month or so ago?
Girl,
how do you think I've been feeling every day?
You, girl,
how do you think I've been feeling every day watching your punk puss ass down here in these comments, knowing that I went to my daughter to help your bitch ass?
I told you thank you and left it alone.
No, you said you was willing to relocate. You said that you
left it alone. Did I ever reach back out to you?
Hold on.
Did I reach back out to you? Did I reach back out to you? No, I did not. No, I did not. So don't lie. I
No, I ain't
told you
lying,
thank
baby.
you
I
and
ain't
left it
lying. That's one
alone.
thing I don't do. That's one thing
Girl,
I
I
don't have
told
to
you
do.
thank you
I
and
just
left it
wanted to
alone.
figure. I know you didn't because you said you was willing to work with children. You said
Okay,
when my
but
daughter
I said
said
thank
she
you
don't
and I
know much
left it
about the
alone.
hospitals, she gave you. She say she'll give you some
Girl,
references, and you said, "Well, tell her I am willing to work with children."
and
She said, "Are you willing to relocate?" You wasn't like you just say you got a job. Why was you willing to come
okay,
to St. Louis? Why was
first
you
of all,
willing to come to
first of
St.
all,
Louis
I
for a
said
motherfucking job? You
first.
knew I wasn't no social worker. So what the fuck made you
I did.
reach out to
First
me?
of all,
You was
I
on
asked you,
some
did
other
you know
shit, dog.
anybody that
You was
was a
on some other
social
shit.
worker?
But fuck you, fake asshole. Because
Girl,
I
fuck
tried to
you
come to you
too.
respectfully. I
Girl,
tried
I
to
don't
come to you. That's
care
what y'all problem is.
because you
Y'all ain't got.
lying.
I
Because
asked you a simple question respectfully. But
I
you
asked you
see,
a
then
question
I
and
sit
you
here and
gave me
watch
the
your pussy
information
ass every
and I
day.
left it
Fuck with
alone.
me down in these comments,
Bitch,
but keep my mouth closed.
girl,
Today
shut
I
the
ain't
hell
keeping
up.
my mouth closed. You
Girl, shut
phony
the hell
ass
up.
bitch. So I
Okay,
blocked
grandma.
you. You
Okay,
good.
grandma.
You good. Whatever. I ain't no grandma yet. But when I do become one, I will be so proud of it. I can't wait till that girl of mine give me a baby so I can be a grandmother. Bitch, I embrace my age. A lot of my peers ain't here. I'm blessed to be alive. Get your fake ass on. You knew I wasn't a social worker. You was on another agenda. Because what was the whole purpose coming to me? What was the whole I'm in St. Louis. You say you in Denver. We never talked before. I don't do inboxes unless it's some people that I think are maybe some cool people. But it's never to talk about nobody on no fucking back end about no TikTok. So I thought you was legit until I said, damn, this gal and got all my motherfucker. Now I'm helping you. You asked me, didn't you? Tell the truth to
Okay.
shame the
So
devil, girl.
first of all, like I said, I
Whatever,
never
man. These.
denied that I did not DM you. I never denied that. What I'm
Why
telling
did
you
I
is,
answer? I answer because if someone
can you
reaches
shut
out
up
to
for
me for
1 minute?
help, I will try to
Can you
help
shut up
them.
for 1 minute? Can you shut up for 1 minute?
Lady, look, when you get through.
When I reached out to you and I asked you the information, you gave it to me. I said thank you. Was I willing to move at first? Yes. But when you told me about your daughter only work in the hospital and she gave me information,
No,
I
no,
said,
no. That's
okay.
what you said you
Hold
did.
on. I said,
That's what you
okay.
said
I
you
said,
did.
thank you.
My
And
daughter
I
don't work
never
in the
reached back
hospitals.
out to you. So all this other
You
bullshit, you're
said you
lying.
work in the
I
hospitals.
never reached back out to you. I left it alone. I left it alone. So
Diamond,
I'm
this
gonna
lady
let you
lying,
be.
Diamond, but it's all good.
I'm gonna let you
I said
be.
what I said. I
Goodbye.
said what I said.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's goodbye. That's
Yeah,
goodbye.
goodbye.
God bless you as well. I wasn't
Girl,
trying to come up here to
goodbye.
cuss you out and all that.
Girl,
I
bye.
was coming up here to ask you, damn, why, because I don't want nobody to be, oh, she on the back end and this, that. No, let me do it in your mother right here. Right here. Because like you say, I'm lying, right? You never reached out to me. But what if I go pull them messages? What if I was a petty
Miss
ass bitch
Blessing,
like
she
that?
didn't say that. Miss Blessing, she didn't say she never reached out to you. She
No,
said
she
she
said
did
she
reach
didn't
out to
reach
you.
back out to me. She said she never reached. She said thank you and never reached back out to me. That's a lie. We had a whole dialogue. I even sent her my daughter's text messages, trying to figure out what type of work was she willing to locate. My daughter don't work in no hospitals. She said she worked in a hospital. My daughter said, "Well, I can find out some information, but I don't work in the hospitals. I work in the school system with the kids." She told me she was willing to work with children and not, and we say, "Were you willing to relocate?" Yes, you were willing to relocate. You was on another agenda, sister. That's all it is. You was on another
Miss Blessing,
agenda.
can I ask you a
No,
question?
Dab, she was on some bullshit because after that, ever since
Miss
that
Blessing,
day,
in all honesty, I get you mad about her trolling you. I get that. I understand that. But I don't
she
think
do
she'll know
more than
nothing else
trolling
other.
me.
Hold on, Miss Blessing. She was trying to relocate to St. Louis, and you live in St. Louis, and you talked about your daughter being in the same field as she
No, I've
is.
never talked to
Was
her
that
about
not? Hold on.
anything,
Was that
Dab,
not
prior to that
her?
day.
No, I'm talking about on the front end, on TikTok in the boxes. You talk about your daughter being in that field, right? And she wants to move to St. Louis. You live in St. Louis. Your daughter lives in St. Louis.
That ain't what it was,
Wouldn't that
Dab. I
be
know
me?
what you're getting
Shouldn't I
to.
reach out?
I know
Shouldn't
what
I?
you're
But
getting
then,
to, Dab. No, that's not what it
baby, I'm
was.
okay,
That's not what
Miss
it was,
Blessings. I'm
Dab.
okay,
I'm
Miss
willing to listen to
Blessings, Miss
certain things, but
Blessings.
I know better. Y'all act
Okay,
like
but
some
that don't
motherfucker
mean Miss
crazy around
Blessings.
here.
But Miss Blessings, why you don't have to be rude? Cause I'm not. You ain't got to yell at
Lady
me and all that. Cause
Dr.
I'm not yelling at
Lynch or whatever.
you.
I'm not being rude, Dab. I'm just tired of motherfuckers on that fake ass shit, man.
Okay,
That girl was
okay,
on another
but
agenda. Because why troll and fuck with a person that tried to help you that ain't never did nothing wrong to you? We grown around here. What the fuck is you talking about? You can't make excuses for
again, what the fuck?
bullshit.
Y'all so
You
sometimes y'all
can't
do
make
piss me
excuses
off
for
up here. Cause
bullshit.
did
Why
I say
troll
she
a
was supposed to
person
be
that
mad?
you reached out to for
Hellcat, what
help?
you talking about? I didn't
Why,
say
why,
that. I didn't say
why
she was supposed to
troll
be
a
mad about
person
trolling.
that you reached out to for help that ain't never did nothing wrong to you, but helped you when you came to me? Why troll me?
So,
Why talk
so
about
hold
me in
on, Miss
these comments
Blessings.
like she do every day? Why? That was in a different agenda.
Hellcat,
Because even
Hellcat, you
after
right. I
that,
do be Miss Blessings.
okay, I'm sorry,
Hellcat, I do
but
be
it's
mad
all
when
good.
motherfuckers
Let
troll
me
me in the
go and get away
comments.
from
But you
her.
know what I do? I address them motherfuckers in the comments. That's why I keep telling y'all I don't do back end shit. If you gonna troll me in the motherfucking comments, I'm gonna address you right here in the motherfucking
That's
comments.
exactly what I
That was the
decided to
back end
do.
conversation that
This
me
happened over
personally,
a month
I ain't
ago,
never
Dad.
agreed with y'all bringing front end shit to back end shit to the front end. So I don't care who it is. If
No,
y'all had
Miss
a back
Niecy,
end
she be down
conversation,
here
you had a
saying
back
some
end
fucked up shit
conversation.
about
But
me.
I'ma
And I
disrespect
just
your
be
ass
sitting here
in the
looking and
comments
not
in
saying
real
nothing,
time.
trying to hold the peace. I just be sitting down here looking like, damn, what have I ever done to this girl? This girl reached out to me, and I'm talking about, yeah, if y'all act like y'all ain't never seen this girl down here, fuck trolling. She just fucking with me for just to fuck with me. But you wanted my help though. That don't make sense. Y'all always trying to make wrongs and wrongs right, and you can't do that. This real life, this reality. You was on some other shit because ain't no way you went from needing my help, coming in my inbox, getting the info that you needed, and then you still lying, saying you never reached out to me again, which we ended the conversation. Wasn't my daughter supposed to be getting back with you when you said that you were willing to not work in the hospital and work at the schools? Ain't that what you said, girl? So why did you have me go through all that if you didn't need my help? You were trying to that girl wasn't trying to come from no Denver to no St. Louis, Dab. But whatever. You know, that's the type of shit they do on their back end. That's the type of shit they do when they got them other agendas. Want to get the information so you could be out here. You don't like me. Because after that, you never said anything else to me ever again. You've just been a monitoring spirit. But then we get her the Diamond Show. Every day you fucking with me in these comments. And see, me trying to keep my cool, I just look, all right, whatever. You got it. So today, I'm trying to talk to only one. And I say, you know what, fuck it. Today is the day. You're gonna quit fucking with me. Cause I ain't never did nothing to you, lady, but helped you. But you all right. Diamond, I love you, sis. I'm out of here.
All right.
You be
Love you, baby.
easy.
Love you. Damn.
You be easy.
All right, babe. Cause
Okay, I can't. I was trying to
baby,
come up.
listen, did y'all hear Miss Blessing say pussy ass hoe? Baby! Miss Blessings, where you from? Miss Blessings, where you from, girl? She said
St.
she
Louis,
Florida.
Missouri.
see, pussy
Oh,
ass
okay.
hoe.
The
Ooh,
show me state.
yes.
Okay,
God.
is it too late to talk about
And
what
God
fathers
bless you,
bring?
only one. You take her, sis. You keep
All
on
right.
raising them boys. Diamond, drop me down,
Thank you. I
honey.
All
appreciate it,
right.
Miss Blessings.
Yeah, okay. They say Diamond, please. That's my cue to shut up. Okay, y'all go
Is
ahead.
it too late to talk about what fathers bring to the child?
Oh no, go ahead. Cause yeah.
Okay, I was raised by a single parent father, but my mother has always been in my life,
Okay.
and I believe that a father brings discipline, structure, and a male's point of view to a young man, and a mother protects and brings an emotional support to a young man.
Oh,
I believe both are strongly needed in every child's life.
yeah.
I'm a firm believer that the couple is the
Hold on,
best.
Doc. Hold on, Doc. Go ahead, find one.
Yeah. Let me just say this. So I never ever denied that I did not DM her. I DM her and asked her a question. I just asked her, did she know anybody in social work? That's merely all I asked. She told me about her daughter. I took the information. That was it. I never called her daughter or anything. Once she gave me the information, I said thank you, and I never reached back out. So all this other bullshit that did we have a conversation? We did. But why? I don't understand why people bring back in conversations to the front. That to me is so fucking childish. It's very immature. Very immature. Yes, do I be in the comments saying stuff? I do. But we all do. Why do we get on this app and take shit so personal on this app and then want to make me seem like you outing a person? Bitch, I got 3 jobs here in Denver.
Fine wine, baby. Hold on one second. Let me chime in. Just hear me out. So, and that's what I mean by respect, right? We don't have respect for each other because, yes, you did admit to trolling her. Yes, but you also admit that you reached out to her for whatever reason. Right.
I only reached out to her and I asked her a question about social work. Okay. I did, but that's not anything to bring back to the front end. That's my point.
Okay.
We all troll on this app.
Okay, so hear me out, babe. So hear me out. You have some people that are going to laugh at the trolling. And you have some people that are going to take it serious. Remember, this is the internet. Everybody.
Okay, and that's fine. I mean, if that's fine. If that's what she want to do, but to me, it's still stupid. It's immature.
Okay, so
it's immature. And okay, if I'm wrong for trolling her, okay, I'll take that. I'm a woman. I can admit my wrong. But do I think she's wrong for bringing all this shit to the front? Yes, she is.
But wait,
and yes, she's an older woman. I get that. Okay, maybe I was wrong for what I said, but she pissed me off because she made it seem like that I just really needed her. I asked a question. That was it.
Okay, so babe, hear me out. You asked a question. You reached out to her for help or whatever, right?
I asked her about social work.
Okay, and then you turn around after a while and you trolled her, right?
Well, okay, before I asked her the question, I've been trolling her. I mean, well, I don't know if it's trolling. I just be talking shit in the comments or whatever. So I guess, yeah, it is trolling, but still. But why all of a sudden now you want to bring this shit to the front? That's my point.
That's her way of trolling you.
Well, that's fine. If that's what she want to do. I don't care. But I mean, it's just the simple fact that she did all that for nothing. Like, you got mad because I said something in the comments, and I really didn't even say much. But it's fine.
I just don't understand why would y'all keep calling it trolling, but you literally talking shit to people in the comments and then expect them not to say nothing to you. And
no, I don't. No, I never said that.
Hold on, just a second. That makes no sense. Why do y'all think that the comments is not gonna get no pushback?
She can talk shit, rich girl.
Anything. If this lady felt like she helped you, and then every day she see you in the let me finish. Every day she see you in the comments like troll, like talking shit about her. Of course,
I didn't talk shit about her. Where did you get that from? I didn't talk shit about her.
You said you was trolling and talking shit in the comments.
I said shit in the comment. I was not talking about her per se. I just say shit in the comments. However,
you never talked about. You didn't troll her. You didn't talk shit about her.
No, I didn't call her. Well, I didn't say like she's a bitch or anything. Well, I called her a bitch because I was mad. But what I said in the comments, I said she got the nerve. I just talked shit, but I didn't talk shit like about her. Like, I didn't say anything like, egregious about her in the comments. I just be trolling in the comments like we all do. But I'm not saying she don't have a right to say what she can say, whatever she want to say. My point is that when people get mad and you ask a question and you DM them, they bring the shit to the front end. To me, that's childish.
But that makes sense. That makes sense to her because it's like, I helped this lady and she talking
shit about me. She did not help me. I asked her a simple question.
She feel like she helped you. Okay, what I'm saying, and then you keep talking about her.
That's fine. If she feel like she helped me,
that don't make no sense to me.
Oh, okay. If she feel like she helped me, fine. But I just admitted, I said it. If she feel like that, then I apologize. I could be a woman about it. However, the lady made it seem like that when I reached out to her that I just needed her so bad. I asked a simple question about social work. Did she know anybody in the social work field? That's it. That's all.
The whole point, though, to her is you reached
Rich
out to her.
Okay,
period.
and I understand that, and I just clearly said that I apologize to the damn woman. Okay, but hear me out.
Hold on now.
Hold on. So
hold on.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. However, she came on here and made it seem like that I was just in her DM begging her for all this fucking help when I did not. I asked her a question. She reached out to me. She gave me information, and she told me what her daughter said. Was I thinking about moving to St. Louis? Yes, I changed my mind. However, the information that she gave me, I took it, I left it alone. I never reached back out to that lady. That's my point. She got on here and made it seem like that I was just in her DM back and forth. Yes, we DM'd a little bit and then I left it alone. And I said, thank you, I appreciate your help. And that was it. I was done.
The whole point is, why troll somebody if you don't want them to respond?
I've been trolling.
If you let me get my sentence out, the whole point was, why troll somebody if you don't want them to respond? She responded in her own way. If you don't want nobody to say nothing,
she can respond her own way. I don't give a shit.
If y'all don't want nobody to talk shit or say nothing to you, don't talk shit or say nothing about them. That's the point. That's the end of the story.
Girl, I've been got the point. I'm not stupid or slow.
Lesson is stop talking to motherfuckers on the back end because they're gonna always throw this shit up in your face.
And if you feel like that too, don't say ask nobody for help.
That was childish, but trolling is not childish. It's crazy.
like I said.
You be
I'm
trolling
cool. I don't care.
Panel. Shut up.
If that's what she want to do, that's fine. I don't care.
I mean, you do kind of care because
I don't care. My point is that no. Hold up. First of all, I've been trolling this lady in the comments before I even asked her for help. So why all of a sudden now you
probably didn't see that?
Bullshit. Because the lady responded back. It's bullshit. That's why I say it's childish. That lady got mad. She got in her fucking feelings and wanted to bring the shit out. I've been talking shit in the comments to this damn woman. So miss me with that bullshit. Again, everybody do this shit all the time. When people get mad and get pissed off, they want to have a fucking mad day and bring this shit when you talk to people.
And they allowed to do that. If you talking shit, they allowed to do that. If they want to,
I've been talking shit.
If you talking shit, you
wanted to talk shit, you've been saw me talking shit in the comments. If you had an issue, you would have said that shit a long time ago. This shit happened over months ago when I was in that lady DM.
She literally just said that she let it ride every time she saw it, but today was the day she was tired of you. That's what she said.
Whatever. Okay, well, she could have said something. Well, if that's the point, why? If that was the case, why did she even respond to me in the fucking DM? You see how dumb that sounds?
No, it doesn't sound dumb. No, I don't think she saw that. She's saying she saw that afterwards, after she done helped you, and then she keeps seeing you do that.
Girl, no.
Yeah, girl, that's what she said.
Girl, okay. I'm gonna let it go because I really don't give a fuck.
And if you really don't give a fuck, then you wouldn't talk about it no more. Let's move on to another subject.
Okay. Anyway.
Oh boy, this is crazy work. Married men are winning, damn it. God damn it, we winning.
All right, y'all. I think that's my cue to get out of here. Thank y'all so much for everybody that tuned in.
Bye, Diamond.
I love y'all. Thank y'all.
Diamond. Thanks for letting me up.
Y'all in the AM tomorrow, 6 o'clock sharp. If this y'all first time watching my show, follow the host. Monday through Friday, starting at 6 a.m. Eastern time, y'all. We have topics over here, okay, and etc. All right.
I'm gonna follow the host. This is my first time, so I'm gonna follow the host.
Follow the host.
I know that's right. Married women.
Yes, all the time.
All right, y'all.
Married men winning. Married men winning.
I don't care.
Get off, Keith. Time to go, Keith. Get off.
This all y'all first time.
Leave the office, Keith.
All y'all need to follow.
I'm leaving.
All y'all need to follow. All y'all need to get y'all subscriptions. Subscribe to the hottest show on TikTok in the AM.